Alright guys, and welcome back to another edition of Nighttime. Joining us tonight, Pugsley.
Good evening.
Have a beautiful crazy lady.
Hello.
And yeah, what a awesome game of football.
Was.
Yeah, not the result we wanted, but I love Anzac round. I just love it. And, you know, I was sitting there and I was watching the Roosters game, and I tell you what, I'm not afraid to say it, I had a little tear to the eye. Like, it was just... Yeah,
the hair stood up. The hair stood up the back of my neck.
And there's been calls this week for it to be Anzac Day only. I say, load of bullshit. No, if we can't celebrate 1 week of Anzac Day to these rural heroes, we can't. So yeah, and joining us tonight in the nighttime bar, we have Kenny.
How you going, mate?
Good, champion.
Hey,
how are you?
Yeah, good, mate. Good, really good. Yeah, just. On the Anzac thing, mate, yeah, no, I'd keep it as a round, not just the day.
100%.
Yeah, for sure, yeah.
If we can't go, 5 days or whatever, spread across to, show our respect and for our freedom, because without these blokes, without these diggers, we probably don't have a game of football.
Yeah, that's it.
We don't have
none
that.
of us are here.
There's no freedom. So
that's it.
To take that away too, and people go, oh yeah, but just on the Anzac Day, no.
I think people just like to complain about anything these days.
Well, to complain about that, I mean, this has really got up my goat, because you all know how much I love Anzac round, and that just doesn't sit well, mate. I think it's utter disrespectful. Nothing. This is not meant to sound racist in any way whatsoever, because it's not. But they wouldn't take Welcome to the Country away for only one game a year, and nor should they. So why should we take their diggers away too? Let's celebrate everything. We're a multicultural league now. We celebrate all these different...
Manly with their Pride round jerseys.
Well, I'm not against that either. Well, if that's what's in, it's, each to their own. But let's celebrate. Next is Indigenous round, is it? Is that the next colourful one around?
I think it is, yeah.
Yeah,
I think,
probably Magic round, but I suppose doesn't really make any...
Yeah, nothing for us.
Yeah, Indigenous round, and then I think Women in League, I think it is.
But let's celebrate Indigenous round for a full week.
That's right.
That's my point is, let's just take each round and enjoy them. Because, we're learning more about the Indigenous culture as well, and I think it's great. Like going to the game and you see all the Indigenous dancers and whatever. I think it's great, and let it go. Let them have that week and let them do whatever they want, because I think it's, it's bringing more people
to the game.
Yeah, and
that's what you want.
And it's bringing, I'd like to see also not just the Indigenous round. Is it multicultural round that they have now?
I think they do, yeah.
Yeah, round 2.
Yeah, I'd like to see that really focused on the things like Fiji and New Zealand. So we all start understanding and learning more of the other cultures.
In there, 56% now of the NRL based on in Polynesian players now.
100%. But
and Indigenous,
yeah. So why not? Let's just celebrate it, whatever we can.
That's right. There's Anzac, Indigenous, Women in League, and multicultural. So that's 4 rounds a year. If we can't do a big thing for 4 rounds a year, God help us, really. It's nothing. I embrace it all, I reckon. I think it's great.
And once in a blue moon, it used to be just the Roosters and Dragons on that Anzac Day. Now everybody should be able to play on that particular weekend and celebrate that round. Yeah, not just the one game.
No, that's right. The chance of Newcastle playing on Anzac Day is probably not going to happen. So does that mean we can't celebrate with our team because it's not on Anzac Day?
Yeah, that's it. I think There was one time there, wasn't there? I think the first Anzac jersey that we had, we played the Cowboys. Because I think Anzac Day fell on a Sunday.
Yeah, it might have been.
Yeah, I think we played. It was a 2:00 game, I think.
Yeah, Jonathan Thurston knows about that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Sione giving that.
Oh,
big
yeah,
push.
don't argue.
Yeah, the hell was that?
Yeah.
Memories. Oh, getting into it. That was just, that's been driving me insane this week because I just think we should have a bit more respect to all of our, our multicultural or Anzac rounds, and I thought that was a bit of a kick in the arse to the diggers. But moving on, let's get into some football. Yeah, a bit of a review on this week's game. Oh, I won't say my view first. Straight to you, Kenny. You being one of Kalen Ponga's biggest fans. Was that brought back too early? Was he brought back too early, did you think?
Nah, I don't think.
Or should have been left on the bench for a bit longer?
I think it was perfect where he was. He come on that 20-minute period. I think it was an 18-minute period. I think because that's when the sting comes out of the game. With the first 20 minutes or first 15 minutes, they're just bang, bang, bang into each other. But I think it was perfect when he come on. It'd be good, get around those tired forwards, see what he can do. But I think the first 5 or 10 minutes when he was on, I think he was a bit
rusty.
Yeah.
He looked a bit.
That's where I think the decision was made wrong to take Gamble off.
Yeah.
I think Gamble probably should have stayed at 13 to be that extra, take the pressure off Kalen, so to speak, a ball player, and maybe Kurt and Phoenix combined, shared the hooking duties.
Yeah.
And we'll get into that later as well with team list, but I think going forward, no disrespect to Phoenix, played good of late, but I don't think he's our 9 going forward for the rest of the year. I don't think, personally.
I don't think he is either. No, it's Kurt, maybe. Kurt, man. He's a good 9. He played, what was it, last year, or was it the year before?
Oh, Mr. Fix-It. He's played everywhere.
Yeah, everywhere at the moment, yeah.
But I think and it showed on the last tackle where he gave it to Saifiti, the try crash over. A more experienced head, maybe like Kurt, would have passed it out the back through the hands.
Wrong play.
We score.
Yeah.
I reckon, and we win by 2, regardless of the kick. So I think Phoenix to 14. No disrespect to the bloke. He's played good. He's played really good in the last few weeks.
He's defending really well too.
I just think
40-odd tackles again on the weekend, so his numbers are there.
Like Kurt, when you're seeing Kurt come on and played hooker, I think was when Brayley come off, wasn't it? And he scored that try. And just sparked that attack straight away. I think we need that zip from there, and that way it leaves Gamble. So we've got 3 ball playing attacking options if they're going to target KP, which I'm surprised the Cowboys didn't more than what they did. So if he's all held up, Hastings has got a backup with Gamble. That's where I think we need to be going forward.
Yeah, well, it's working, isn't it?
But, yeah. How do you guys see the game?
I thought once KP'd actually got into the game and once he was a bit rusty, like as you said, I think he's trying to fit into the structure of the way the guys have gone for the last 5 or 6 weeks. It took him some time, but once he got the feel
it's
of it
going to take a few weeks.
Once he got the feel of it again, I thought he shot it in quite good, and he obviously set up a nice little try there.
It's not going to happen. I don't even, being realistically, I don't think it's going to happen even this week. It's going to take a couple of weeks for Hastings to get to know Ponga, or Ponga to get to know Hastings, so to speak, and change, because Ponga probably plays different to Gamble. And, they were changing the 5'8". It's going to take a couple of weeks.
And they probably would have trained in the off-season with Ponga 6 and Hastings 7.
Yeah, but then they've gone back for, 4 weeks was he out? Was he out 4 weeks? Was it 3 or 4 weeks?
No, possibly.
So they're playing Gamble style. So,
it's
not going to happen overnight. So,
no.
I mean, you can't blame him either if there was a little bit of would you say, doubt or a bit of worry in his mind going into the game, or when
No, there would have been for
you
sure.
know.
Yeah.
yeah, like he would have to, like, if we were playing Penrith, for example, this week, I'd say they would have targeted him more than the Cowboys did.
Hey,
No,
cut that out.
no, which is not it's not
Pick
a
on
bad
my
thing.
team.
But I think also,
He's an ex-Cowboy, so maybe that.
yeah, true. I think the Eels this week might. Ryan Matheson.
I think they will.
Mm.
I think they will for sure. They'll run her through. Like, they've got Sean Lane there too, I think. They'll run her through edge players at him, I think.
I've got to put it out there while you mentioned Sean Lane. We used to have the sexiest man in league, right? Is he a candidate for the ugliest man in league?
He might have a nice personality, which makes him attractive.
Like myself. No, but he looks like Ned Flanders to me.
There was a photo going up, I think it was a couple of years ago, end of season, Mad Monday.
He runs
And
good lines.
It was it was Forrest Gump.
Oh, was
Did
he?
you ever see it? Oh,
Yeah.
he's sitting upright, He's all...
It looks a little bit like Sidney Sloth, too.
Yeah, it was a classic.
Babe, we can sit on this side of the fence because we're all oil paintings, so...
Well, the Knights have not won in Townsville since round 2 in 2015.
No, every team has a voodoo team, so to speak, where they struggle. And ours has to be... We got two, I think. Ours is the Cowboys and the Titans.
I'm
We
gonna
don't like Queensland.
And I'm going to tell you another team that they don't play well against either, and that's at Donald Jones Stadium either. Our record,
St. George.
Yeah, our record is very, very good.
Well,
So-
that's going to change.
We're playing Wollongong at Cogra this year,
Hey.
so
We'll get into that soon. I'll tell you what, hats off to the Dragons this week. But, I was a little bit disappointed, I suppose, just because of the way we have been playing. And I just think the performance this week was a little bit, I don't know, off, so to speak. But you come to expect used to that going up there. It always seems to happen. Maybe they need to go earlier and go to Movie World and have a bit of fun beforehand or something. But we just don't. We struggle in Queensland.
Yeah, I don't know.
I mean the Cowboys didn't play much better.
No, the Cowboys didn't play that well at all. We just didn't play better.
Yeah.
And, Lockie Miller, great player, awesome player. But he kicks them goals, we win the game.
And he's made been making a lot of handling errors lately.
Well, I'm a big fan of him. I think we've bought well, but if it continues, do we look at options of someone else at fullback, to be honest? Like, if it's going to be...
I don't know. It's hard.
It's a hard one because he's such a great player.
He's up there in the Daily M's, so he's got to be doing
He's
something
fifth.
right. Yeah.
Fifth in the
So,
Daily M.
Yeah. So
I'd probably give him first crack at goal kicking this week, but if he doesn't convert, you'd have to change it.
But then I don't want to give it to KP because I think it's too much pressure on him.
What about
coming
Jacko?
back. So it's Jackson Hastings has to take it
But is
back up.
Jacko still injured though? Is that why he's not kicking goals?
yeah, I don't know. Is there something to do with his leg?
He's
Yeah,
got a
cool.
metal screw in his leg or something.
Right.
He's still recovering.
Oh, it's from the broken leg, was it? Yeah.
Okay.
So, but saying that, Lockie will could come out this week and just go bang, bang, bang. But maybe we need let him have some more kicking practice to himself.
I'm sure they do that after
'Cause-
training.
We've got the GOAT there in Andrew Johns, one of the best goal kickers to play,
Surely he's got to be doing something for him. Yeah, in that kind of way. He is a kicking coach.
So I mean, but that's just, I think too, in the last couple of weeks, it's let us down has been our goal kicking to really, the icing of the cake to win the game. But that's football, and we win some, we lose some. Yeah. Anything else, guys?
Oh, I was just going to sum it up. Like at least they're fighting for it. Like they're not getting hammered at the moment, and they're really all playing for each other. It's just win or loss or draw. They're really having
It's
a go.
exciting times.
It
because,
is.
To be honest with you, I can feel finals football. I'm not sure how far we'll go, but I've got that feeling that we will be in finals football, and we haven't had that for years. I think the last time was Sione Matatia's last
Nathan
game.
Brown. Wasn't he the coach?
No, it was Adam O'Brien. It was against
South.
South.
Souths.
Ah,
Yeah.
okay.
And that was
Sioni's last game.
Yeah, and it was
2020.
grand final day. Well, it wasn't grand final day, but because of COVID, it was on grand final day. Remember, that was a really hot day.
Yeah,
Remember?
they delayed it.
Yeah. Remember, that was the first time I come down the bus trip with you guys. The first time I met you guys.
Souths?
Yeah.
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 Yeah, and we couldn't get rid of you then.
It's a bit harsh.
No, it was good.
They're not losing by a lot. Last week it was one
that's
point in it with Penrith, and then there's 2 points with the Cowboys. So
But my only thing is, are we still fatigued from Penrith as well? Such a hard...
no, it's not just that. You bashed Manly for us. You did us a favour. Then you bashed the Raiders. You did us a favour, and then we bashed each other.
True. And we've got some injuries that are coming back.
That's spot on there, isn't it, really?
If there's going to be any fatigue, it'd be probably this weekend just to see, because obviously coming from Queensland and how warm it's been up there. But these guys are professionals. They should acclimatise to any condition. So,
But we got the good thing about it too. After this week, we've got a week off. We've Nathan Green.
Half of them are Queenslanders, aren't they? Kurt Mann, Kalen Ponga.
Yeah.
Dane
Yeah,
Gagai.
Dane Gagai. Come on. They got to be used to it.
Yeah. All right, guys. Yeah, that's pretty much, it was a game that got away from us that we could have won, should have won, but they gave us some silly mistakes. But that's football. So we'll just take a few words from our sponsor.
When you think of great food at a great price, the best cold beer in town, awesome live music, even a place that you can host your next event, there is only one place you think of, and that is the Gallipoli Club. Get on down to the Gallipoli Club, the Gal 3 to 5 Beaumont Street, Hamilton, to check out what's going on this week. Enjoy some great food, a cold beer, awesome live entertainment. You can never go wrong at the Gal, thegal.com.au.
All right, guys, and it's time for Night of the Round. I'll start with you, Doc.
All right, I'm going to be short and sweet. 3 goes to Frizzell. He always puts in 110%. 2 goes to Fitzy. He scored a try, and he's also got one of the better tackle efficiencies at 93.7% this year, so that's pretty good. And 1 best. I just like watching him play because he's just a workhorse.
Yeah, Frizzell, if he's not first player picked for Start of Origin, I'll stand. Anyway, but yeah,
Finish that sentence.
Lockie Fitz too. I think he's really,
in the garden.
He's really stepped up a gear this year too. And, like going back to the Penrith game, the pressure he put on Cleary for that whole game was
Not cool.
no, it was great because it was it was half the reason why we nearly won the game. I feel because Cleary had no room to move. He clearly didn't have any.
Well, maybe if your
See what
players
they did
didn't
there?
pull hair, you would have won. No, I'm kidding.
There was some Jersey.
True.
Not by the hair of my jersey. Anyway, yeah, myself. Actually, go you first.
All right, mate. I gave 3 to Gags, actually. I thought he was really, really, really good. As I said before, he had some really good covering tackles and ran the ball strong. 2 to Frizzell. He always gives 110%, as Kylie said. And I'm going to give 1 to allude to before, is actually Kalen Ponga when he come on. I know, he just sort of, didn't say he changed the game, but I thought he got better as he played a few more minutes. So
Yeah. Well, no surprise. Tyson Frizzell for me, for free. And I do believe this is no disrespect to Kalen Ponga again. I think we should have 2 club captains, 1 being Tyson and obviously KP as well, share the captaincy. Just the way he spoke.
He's so gentle when he speaks.
But the way he spoke at that press conference, I just
He's a gentleman.
I just thought, well, see, he could be the club captain, Ponga could be the on-field captain, where we used to have.
doesn't Brayley have some sort of seniority role in that as well?
But he's
He's
gone
the
for the
club.
year.
He's the club captain.
So,
Yeah.
so well, maybe Tyson needs to take the club captains in there. Just the way he spoke was, he didn't make excuses. He praised the other team as well. And you just look at him and go, if my kid was playing rugby league, that's who I'd want him to look up to. It was just a...
And he's, even off the field, you don't ever hear of him doing anything naughty. Like he's a family
man.
guy. Yeah.
Yeah, naughty.
Are we having a naughty? It is my birthday soon.
Mine's first.
Oh, we'll have to. Anyway, yeah, a lot of people might say no, but I gave Kurt, man, to just the tackling that he done, and just keeps going. He never gives up, and I think that a lot of things that Kurt, man, does goes unnoticed. And I think going forward, why Brayley's out is he's our 9. And I gave one to Tyson Gamble.
Hey, Adam, remember when you used to put Clemmer with love hearts? It's time to do it with Tyson.
No. Just because I can. Nah, I thought he was, still when he was on,
Just
played
for turning
well.
up, or
Yeah.
Yeah, that too. No, but no, I think he's still what he's brought to this club this year is phenomenal.
Yeah,
Mongrel.
man.
Yeah.
Oh, I love it. I used to get all with Clemmer, now he's gone, but now he brings it back. But and I'll give a special mention to Dane Gagai.
Yeah.
Kenny.
Yeah, mate. Mine's basically the same. Like Gagai 3, Frizzell 2, and Bradman Best for 1. Yeah, I think that. You can't go past Gagai. I think he's at it. The last, not just on the weekend. Like
He loves the club. He loves the club, and that's who you want.
Like he said, when he, I think when he re-signed with the club, I think that's the first thing he said. He goes like, there was just that one. We weren't winning many games. He goes, and there was a father and a son turned up to the game, wanted his autograph, wearing Knights jerseys, and he said it wasn't the first time. He said he'd seen these, father and son come nearly basically to every game. He said just the support. He goes of the town and
I
everything.
don't think he ever wanted to really leave.
No.
He went to South in the first
I think
place.
it was,
yeah,
Sort of pushed.
yeah.
so circumstances that went that way,
Way,
didn't it?
yeah.
Yeah,
So Frizzell, night of the round.
Around.
Yep.
yeah, for us.
Frizzell.
He's he's gone.
That
He's
sounds good to
playing
me.
good too.
Yeah.
He's got to have that number 12 or number 11 New South Wales jersey,
100%.
mate, for sure.
While we're on it, guys, what caught my eye? I'm going to start this one off. It was from the Cowboys game and the Knights. The old finger in the bum. Did you see that?
No,
I will get Adam to show it up on the screen
You
there.
do it to me every night in the kitchen.
Yeah, we were playing footy. But,
Hopper.
Yeah, the old hopper. I'm not sure.
I'm like a cat.
It could have been Gay Guy, to be honest. That was getting it done to him. But yeah, as you can see
You couldn't
there,
tell from the buttocks.
as you can see there, it's the old finger in the digit.
Was it Cotter? Was it Ruben Cotter that did it?
Oh, I'm not sure, but
Yeah.
yeah. Oh, digit.
Ding ding.
Yeah.
Terry Lamb. Bah. Bah.
Welcome back, Hopper. Corey.
I told you that bloke was going to play for Arsenal in the EPL.
Apparently.
All right. So what caught my eye and was the spitting controversy on the weekend with the Tigers game. Brandon Wakeham, now he's accused obviously Josh Olaway of spitting at him. Well, do you know what I'm going to think? You know what? Who cares? Because it's a bit of karma. Because this guy is a grub. Last year,
But you still can't spit on.
Yeah,
people.
I know, but it's a bit of. I was just saying, it's karma for him because last year he was suspended for a lower grade game for eye gouging, and it was he's just a grub act. So you know what comes around goes around.
Yeah. What happens on the first days there, I believe.
Yeah.
Should stay there. Shouldn't continue up the tunnel.
Fair enough.
Get him back in the next round.
Yeah. That's it.
Carly.
What caught my eye was
Your husband.
Yep. Ponga. He made me giggle when the ball was coming in his direction, and for some reason he just ducked away from it, so it donked him on the head.
Yes, that would have been an absolute perler, like you said in the A-League with the Jets on the weekend.
He was probably having nightmares from head knocks and just, it just
He's probably
gave me a
gone,
bit
oh
of
no,
a
not
giggle.
HIA.
Hey,
The headgear saved him this time.
Yeah.
But to be honest, things like that are gold. I love things like that, little bloopers and stuff. Like
The Falcon.
Yeah, the old Falcon.
When you know they're not hurt.
Yeah, that's right. Kenny.
Yeah, well, it was actually the same thing.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry. I didn't steal it, I promise.
Yeah, no, but yeah, I've got another one. I'm just the whole round, mate. Anzac round. Yeah,
Couldn't
inspiring, goosebumps. The last post.
We better have it.
Just
awesome. Next year coming, we better have a home game with the.
But when they'd have the 1 minute silence, Portia would be talking. I'm like, don't you know it's a 1 minute silence? Shh. Even though we're in the lounge room.
Should look at you like that. No, I love it. Couldn't agree more. But anyway, we might take a short word from our sponsors.
Are you looking for something a little bit different, perhaps? Something a little bit out of the ordinary? Head down to the Liquidators, Raymond Terrace. Liquidators is a discount variety store. They specialise in all sorts of different home decor items, candles, even hardware. There's costumes and wigs for that fancy dress party. There's art, all sorts of things that are a little bit different. Liquidators Raymond Terrace. That's 34 William Street in Raymond Terrace.
All right, guys, welcome back, and it's that time of night for our rush quarter of an hour with Elliot from Triple M up in Townsville. Mate, how you going?
I'm good, mate. How are you?
Mate, not too bad. Could have been better with a win, but yeah, that's life.
Yeah, it was one of those ones that we had, if we just held the ball, I think we completed 68% of the end. If we complete somewhere around 80, we win that game. I think we probably win it pretty comfortably too. Hopefully it's not one of those games we look back and, the last week of the year where, you need extra 2 points, whatever it was, that we come to rue. But positives are no injuries and that kind of thing to come out of it.
Yeah, well, that's one positive, isn't it? But how was it? Obviously, being up there on the sideline yourself, what was the conditions like, man?
Yeah, it was actually temperature-wise the best they've had in Townsville. I don't know who came up with this, the NRL, but the draws start the year. Their first 3 home games were, I think, 3 o'clock on a Saturday afternoon in 31-degree heat, 85% humidity. It was stinking. So it was about 25 degrees. Humidity was down. Conditions were actually really nice, and that surface out there is outstanding.
It's probably the same person from the NRL that come up the conclusion that 6 o'clock Friday nights is best suited for people in Newcastle.
It's very true. I'll stay away from that one a little bit so I don't get in too much trouble. But yeah, the draw does confuse me at times.
Yeah, anyway. But mate, good to see KP back on the field.
Yep. Yeah, it was. And I actually spoke to him for a bit after the game. We had him on our Triple M NRL feed, and he seemed like he had real clarity. Like he was upset with the result, yes, but it was nice to see him happy, smiling again, knowing that he got through a game without any dramas. And I actually thought he had some really good touches in that second half. He looked like the most dangerous player on the field.
Yeah, well, what a position to be in this week. Like, KP, you got Hastings, you got Gamble, and you got Kurt Mann. If we have all them on the field at one time, we've got attacking all over the field.
And you're taking a Parramatta side that is missing Regan, Campbell, Gillard. I was a little bit worried about their big beating us up early, but they still could. But I think it's advantage Newcastle with the Saifiti boys. And I think Wiramu Greg's going to start with Junior Paulo up front for Parramatta.
But been pretty impressed with that bloke of Greg, eh? Come on from nowhere, really. And, yeah, God, he's playing some good footy.
No, he's going well. He is.
We were just talking there earlier that we still might be a little bit fatigued from the Penrith game. And, the Manly game, it was a couple of pretty physical games. So the bye coming up also at the end of, next week will be coming at a good time for us.
Yeah, well, and they're desperate to win. So you don't want to go on the bye losing 3 on a trot because, if we lose a close one against Parramatta this week, for example, you'd look back and think, how the hell have we lost 3 games straight playing half-decent footy for a lot of it? So it's you never want to say must win, particularly this time of year, but for the confidence of the group and to go on the bye somewhat satisfied, they do need the 2 points this Friday.
It's a must win.
Absolutely.
I've tipped them.
Well, we're all going down, so just keep an eye out for my ugly mug on the TV, and you see the rest of the crew. So hopefully we can bring them home with a win and get a heap of supporters there and get behind the boys and really, get that Newcastle chant going and ride them home.
Well, you look at it.
It's a great stadium, that CommBank too.
Oh, mate, to be honest, like I haven't been to the new Chook Pen yet, but I've been to quite a other. Only other one we haven't really been to that's up there with it is Suncorp, but CommBank is by far and away. I won't put ours in there because there's no place like home. But for a footy, to watch the footy, there's no place like CommBank. It is absolute world class, and it gives you that with the lights off and on and flickering. That gives you that grand final feel, and like the food, it's unreal. So we'll take the cameras and have a little bit of a preview of it anyway.
Yeah, it's a special footy stadium. They've certainly done a good job with that one.
Yeah, we haven't been to Suncorp, but I want to get up there one day and check out Suncorp because they reckon that's a good venue as well.
I've only been outside Suncorp. That's about, to add photos of Wally's statue, that's about as good as it gets there.
Weren't you allowed inside?
No, there was no games on. It was just going through Brisbane at the time.
Yeah, so, mate, we're back on track, hopefully this week, but where do you see our dangers in with Parramatta?
What's that, sorry, mate?
Sorry, mate. Where do you think the danger is with Parramatta?
I mean, it starts and ends with Gutho, doesn't it? And he's just, a lot of people love to hate him. I love him as a player because he's all effort. He's everywhere. Him and Mitch Moses, I know they're the obvious ones to point out, but really, if you can control one or both of them, you go a long way to winning that game. But their edges are good. Ryan Madison's back playing good footy, and been really impressed with Jermaine Hopgood, who made the move from the Panthers. He's starting at lock this week. I think he's been outstanding for him.
100%. Like, there's a couple of really standout players that I wasn't that aware of, so to speak, but have really shined the light, and I've opened my eyes up to them this year. Is obviously Hopgood, and the other one is Jordan Ricky.
And hands.
Yeah, I've probably had my mind changed a bit on Ricky. Not that I disliked him as a player. I just thought he was a bit of a stopgap back rower, but he's all effort for Brisbane. He's starting to reap some of the rewards from his effort. He's running the ball a bit more the last few weeks. I've noticed as well, and he's going great guns. Kevy Walters actually sings his praises most times we speak to him.
Yeah, I'm really impressed with him. I think he's comes on good. But as Kylie was just saying, hands for Parramatta's playing well as well.
Yeah, he'll be their future. You'd think, Josh Hodgson. I don't know how long that spin on Parramatta will be, and Brendan Hans will be their long-term 9. All going according to plan.
I'll throw in. I know he's been rather quiet.
No, Jack DeBellin is not a good player.
No, Dylan Brown. He hasn't really set the world on fire for Parramatta this year. So if he gets more of the ball and runs it, that's another one. That's another threat the Knights have got to watch out for.
I remember he played a game against, I think, might have been the Tigers last year, can't remember, where he just turned it on. He ran for about 220 metres, had a couple of tries, and when he's on, Dylan.
Yeah.
I'd like to see Tyson Gamble get into Gutho this week. I reckon, he could rattle him, get in the mind of him and rattle him.
I'd rather see him have a go at Moses. Take him off his game.
Oh, we'll just have a go at anyone as long as he brings it up.
Yeah.
As long as he takes someone off their game.
But I'm going to put it out there, right? We're at the game, you bunch of crocodiles, all right? If Gutho's near us or the Knights score near us, you've got to get up and do the Guff Arena dance he does.
All right, we'll have a crack.
All right.
So if he scores in front of us, do we do it as well?
No, just laugh at him.
Righto.
I know, it's just picking part of the night where you got to get up and do it.
All right. Okay.
Just a bit of see if we can get on.
Well, how about if every time the Knights score, we've all got to go and just do the
well, hopefully we'll be scoring that many times. It's ridiculous, but
if you're doing not the Guth Arena, we'll be doing something else.
If I have a few drinks, yeah.
Yeah, mate, we've got 40 odd people going down. A little bus trip we've organised, so it should be good.
No, it's good. I mean, that's the beauty of Knight supporters too. In all seriousness, even saw it in Townsville, the other end of the country, just about. It doesn't matter where they play, that there's always a great supporter base, which is why I still have issue with Newcastle getting pulled from Magic Round at Suncorp too, and the reason was fan engagement, which, pardon me, is bullshit. Because I mean, you look at, we were drawn against the Tigers once, I think the Bulldogs twice, and in dodgy time slots too. They'll be back there next year, I know, but I don't understand the decision.
Well, that's right. Well, last year we played Friday night at, what was it, 6 o'clock or something again?
Yeah, I was at that game. We got done by about 40 by the Tigers.
Yeah, but do they not realise people work? Like, we can't just... But, yeah, I find it
But the thing is, less chance of injuries coming out of that. Every other team will suffer an injury or two, so that's one positive.
Yeah, but I
So
still...
it's a good time for a week off. I think by the time this is done, it was almost perfect timing for a bye.
Yeah,
true. Well, I reckon Magic Round next year should go over to New Zealand. What the Warriors have done over the past couple of years for the NRL, I think something, if it's not Magic Round, something needs to go over there. Even one game of the State of Origin
round?
or Anzac Round, something like that needs to go over. And I just think the Warriors fan base really, and the Warriors team really gave all to the NRL over the last COVID couple of years, and yeah, they deserve something, I believe.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah, I agree with the Anzac game 100%. But I don't understand how Melbourne's had 13 in a row. I don't know why you don't just go year for year. That doesn't make any sense.
I was going to say that Melbourne have held that fixture for 11 years since they started playing against each other on it. Why can't they?
It's got something to do with the tennis player. What's her name? The coach?
Gary knows.
Martina.
Oh,
Navratilova.
Navratilova.
Craig Bellamy's sister. Mate, being up there in the thick of the Anzac Round, how was it for you up there?
Yeah, I still get goosebumps when I talk about it now because I was about 5 metres away from where they did the whole ceremony and the last post plays, and then we get to the anthem. It was actually a really special moment with Greg Marju when the New Zealand anthem was being sung, and of course he's from there. He had tears rolling down his face, and that was a moment of that was a gut punch for me, and in a good way of this is such a special round. It means so much to so many people. It was it's my favourite round, and it was a beautiful moment, that one.
100%, mate. Couldn't agree more. We'll just touch on the earlier where it come out in the media this week about where people want it only on Anzac Day. The whole Anzac festivities to be, which, yeah.
No, it's just the last post.
Oh, just the last post. Doesn't sit well with me. Let's celebrate all these rounds like yourself. You'd be into the Indigenous round.
Yep.
Let's celebrate all of them and celebrate them like for the whole week, and let's get involved and people that aren't Indigenous learn more about the Indigenous culture.
Yeah, for sure.
And really push it. I'm all for it. I love it, and I think it's a great idea.
Yeah, I mean, for Anzac round, you can't have one thing for one game and not for the other. Like, I get that your traditional game is Dragons Roosters, but that game shouldn't mean any more than Newcastle Cowboys, you know what I mean?
100%.
I genuinely don't know who started the conversation around there being lighter versions of the ceremonies for some games, or it was just a beat up by someone without a name in a newspaper article. I don't know, but if it was a real person that had that idea, they need their head checked because I don't understand it.
No, to me it's disrespectful, and I put up I always do every year a post where it says about Anzac Day, the real heroes of the world are these Anzacs.
Yeah,
and it didn't sit well with me, mate. But looking forward to the next one, which is Indigenous round. So let's all get behind that as well. But mate, appreciate you coming on again. So you're going to be down this way sometime this year. So hopefully we'll get you in the studio, mate, and be a guest on the panel with us.
Yeah, always a pleasure. No dramas. Look forward to it,
mate. We love having you on, and so do the viewers out there. So. Until probably next week, we'll talk to you with a win.
That would be lovely, and enjoy the trip. Stay safe, and you'll you probably go out and be animals, I have no doubt. So, no fun, and I'll talk to you next week.
Unfortunately, mate, we've got families to come home. We're getting old, so...
boring real life thing.
We'll just party on the bus.
Yeah, we're not going to get caught in elevators, mate?
Yeah, no getting caught in elevators.
No comment.
All right, mate. Thanks, champion, and we'll talk to you next week.
Take care.
See you, mate.
Yeah.
All right, guys, we'll take a few words from our sponsor.
Purnells Awards and Apparel is your one-stop shop for everything you might need for your business or your sporting club. Have a listen to this. There are corporate awards, cups, trophies, display cases, drinkware, giftware, medals, perpetuals, plaques and shields, and even apparel. There's so much there. It's great stuff. It's great quality at a great price. Head down to Purnells in 2 locations, purnells.com.au or email winner@purnells.com.au.
All right, guys, welcome back, and it's time for that segment again. 10 in the bin, but this time we don't have a guest. We do have a guest in the studio. We're going to do Kenny. Well, I should use my words probably. We're going to use 10 in the bin for Kenny, but we already had it G'd up to have our editor across the other side of Australia. Adam, how are you?
How are you guys? I'm happy to handball it to Kenny if he wants to go with it.
Nah, this is especially for you, buddy. Kenny's going to come back
I
in.
had you on my
Unless we got bonus questions for Kenny.
No, well, Kenny's going to be back again this year, so we'll definitely make sure that we, do Kenny next time. But
As long as I avoid the questions, I'm all right.
yours are coming.
All right. Give us your best shot.
All right. So the first one is, what's the weirdest thing you've done in public?
It is a family show, too, remember?
The weirdest thing I've done in public. Oh, my goodness. Where do I start?
Oxford Street in the 80s?
Well, funnily enough, when I lived over
You kicked his wallet down, George.
I did live in Sydney for a year, and I spent some time down the cross when I was 18. But, that's I've got sort of some memories about that sort of thing. But, look, mate, I'm known for doing all sorts of weird things in public. Nothing too offensive. It's just self-deprecating humour or something unintentionally. A lot more. Intentionally, not so much.
So reliving your youth then, is that what you're saying?
Oh, no, I could be here for hours.
Yeah.
Regaling you with tales of stupidity and weirdness from my youth. But again, it's a family show and we've only got a certain amount of data on the cards. So.
True. Where is your favourite place you've ever visited?
Favourite place I've ever visited is in Canada. It's a city called St. John's, and it is the most easterly point of the North American continent. It's a little island, and it was mainly settled by Irish people, and so it's just Irish and Canadians, of course. So it's Vikings, and it's all pubs and Celtic music and awesome people. And
Sounds good.
Sounds like
it's wonderful. Trip. Yeah, I married a woman from there. She's still probably not happy about it, but that's where she's from, and I love the place. I'm absolutely in love with it.
Oh, nice.
The province is called Newfoundland. That's where the dogs come from, Newfoundland and Labrador.
Oh, there you go. If your wardrobe could be only one colour, what would it be?
And why would it be pink?
Pink on special occasions, but no, it's always black.
Yes.
I'm a black. I'm a black person, but I'm not. But black's meant to be slimming, and it's doing a pretty ordinary job with me. But I'm a black person. So.
I agree there.
Can't be black.
What's your favourite movie of all time?
Oh Lord. Okay. There's so many. Look, I'm a Gen Xer, so my favourite movies are all in trilogies, pretty much. The Star Wars movies and the Back to the Future movies.
Oh, yeah. Great Scott.
Exactly right. So I love the stuff I grew up with. There's I'm a big fan of things like John Wick movies and things, but I'm definitely a old school 80s, 70s movie guy.
Yeah, nice. If you could...
Mind you, having said that, sorry, you're a mother.
Yep.
Have you ever shown Portia The Emperor's New Groove?
No.
It's one of my all-time favourite movies. It's a Disney cartoon. It's hilarious.
Oh, well, we only just sat down the other day and watched The Addams Family with her.
No, I haven't watched that. I can't. As long as it's the original, I can't do remakes.
It's the one with the dude out of Back to the Future. Okay.
Oh, yes. Yeah, no, I'm a
Christopher
snob.
Lloyd.
Christopher Lloyd, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm a snob. But yeah, get her to watch Emperor's New Groove. It's brilliant.
All right, we'll do. If you could only have one food for the rest of your life, what would you choose?
Ooh. As we know, I'm quite an equal opportunity food person. But
It'd have to be a Harry Schnitzel.
I was just going to say.
well, look, if it's not a Harry Schnitzel, I'm a big fan of chili. I love chili. So. Not the hot spice stuff, but my wife cooks the chili, with the veggies and the mince. And
yep.
Fair enough.
Nice. What's your biggest pet peeve?
everybody else on my road. I have a instinctual dislike of other people on the road.
That's pretty common.
Patient. So yeah, one of my biggest pet peeves is either getting stuck behind the next trail or having a knob and a Hilux coming flying up behind you. So.
Well, I don't drive any of those, so I'm safe.
And Holden drivers.
Rude. Zip it, Kenny, you Ford lover.
Did I catch her? I caught her.
Now, how would you spend your ideal weekend?
Ooh.
Nude.
No one wants to hear that. An ideal weekend. It's I've had a few of them, and you can't relive them because they belong at that time. But away down south of WA and Albany is beautiful. Heading down there for a weekend, or down to Bustleton down here, it's really nice.
I was just about to say Bustleton. That was when I went down to, it was at WA a couple of years ago. We went down there. It was really nice.
It's beautiful. I love it down there. It's away from, it should be away from people, but it seems that every time I want to go down there, half of Perth decides I want to go down. Vegas. I've been to Vegas and I love that. That was an ideal couple of those. So
nice.
Was it a hangover?
No. Well, you know what happens in Vegas stays in Vegas.
Mm-hmm.
We came back with a third person, so that was that didn't stay in Vegas.
Was his name Jai?
No, it was a little sprouting seedling in my wife's belly. So.
Gotcha.
Yes.
Gotcha.
So, and I'm looking forward to telling her all the details at her 18th.
How would you spend your birthday if money was no object?
Vegas.
Money? No, to be quite honest, if money was no object, music shopping. I love music here. I'd go nuts at a music shop or even at Bunnings. Just to go, honestly, just for my manhood to be going buying saws and hammers and all that sort of stuff. Anything like that.
Left-handed screwdrivers.
Yeah, tins of striped paint and all the
A long wait.
Funny story about that we'll get into later.
Yeah. I've got a funny idea. I might know where it's going to, but no, definitely a nice a boutique music store or something like that where I can just go nuts. That would be my ideal sort of birthday.
Wow.
If you're planning anything for me for my birthday, that's great. Thank you.
No worries. When you're in a bad mood, is there something or someone that can instantly make you feel better?
Nighttime podcast.
Not, yeah, and Harry Schnitzels. And, you know what? My wife always teases me because I am, I look rough, but I'm an absolute sucker. So if I'm in a bad mood, usually sitting there and patting my cat.
So you're big teddy. You're a big teddy.
Oh, I am. Big marshmallow. Absolutely. So
No.
the cat does the job.
Yeah. A bit of, I won't say it. What is the best gift you've ever received?
Best gift? Oh my goodness! You're going to get me in trouble here because my wife's looking at me. The best gift I've ever received.
It'd have to be your daughter.
Honey, what's the best gift I ever received? Just so I don't get it wrong, she's pointing to herself.
Well, there you go.
Okay, wait on. Now she's gone.
Who do you
No, I'm very, very fortunate.
All right, I've got a bonus question too.
Mm-hmm.
If you were a fruit, what fruit would you be?
That's a very loaded question. Okay, if I was a fruit. Wow.
It's a
What
weird
the
question.
hell is this?
I know what I would
Google.
do.
You know what? I'm impressed because I've got no idea how to answer that. So I'm going to say mangoes. I love mangoes. So.
Yeah, mangoes are good.
I was going to say mango.
I don't know how to cut mangoes though. Not that I want to cut you, but I don't.
With a knife, not
I'd be a
usually.
banana. I'd be a banana.
I like bananas.
Yeah, that's why.
I used to work in a fruit shop, so I kind of know how to cut a mango up.
What'd you do with the fruit?
Wouldn't you like to know?
My son, I made my son some fruit salad for work one day for lunch, and he goes, "Can you cut the mango up?" So, needless to say, he would have had blobs of mango in his not nice square pieces that you see. It was just blobs.
Nothing wrong with that. It goes in, comes out the same, so it's fine.
There's
True,
nothing
true.
wrong with a blob.
And that's it.
Well, okay. Well, that wasn't too bad.
No. Well, mate, once again, for those that aren't aware who Adam is, which they all should know by now, Adam is our little brains behind a lot of this and does all the hard work for us as well. So we're hoping one day that these sponsors out here might get Adam over here permanently, and we'll have it.
Please do. Let's start a GoFundMe.
Yes, GoFundMe. Yes.
Little brains being the operative term. That's
Have I told you how nice the beaches are around here?
And the
mate,
schnitzels.
I live in Perth. The beaches can't get any better.
The schnitzels.
Oh, damn. The schnitzels? The schnitzels are really good.
Yeah, I'm keen for a Harry Schnitzel. We are going to get over there at some
That's
point,
it.
definitely.
He comes over, he gets a lifetime supply of Harry schnitzels. We're done.
Yeah.
Well, that could actually work. So
I'm onto it.
Sold.
Mate, appreciate it, and yeah, we'll talk soon, bro.
Thank you.
great to speak. Yeah,
Thanks,
take care,
lads.
guys.
Thanks, J-Man.
See you, pal.
All right, guys, we'll take a short break from our sponsors.
Support our show sponsor, Grand Matriarch Distillery, that gives us the beautiful Grand Matriarch vodka that you see on our show every week. Join the reward program, and for every 9 bottles you purchase, you do get one free. Grand Matriarch Distilling in the beautiful Sapphire Coast of New South Wales. You cannot go wrong with their product, I promise you. That's grandmatriarch.com.au.
All right, guys, and welcome back. It's time for Around the Grounds. Yes, Around the Grounds this week. Start with Souths and Penrith.
Can we not? Skip that one.
No, we have to.
Yeah, we're all losers this week.
Really, this was Penrith for the taking. They let it. I feel they let it slip out of their grasp, but it was just the last. Honestly, the last 5 minutes or so where.
They thought they had it won.
Yeah,
They got
and-
lazy.
But then in the positional change with Seneva went down and Salmon
moved
came
Crichton.
on and they
Yeah.
moved Crichton.
That was the biggest mistake.
Herring was just pushed out, but credit the Souths. Unfortunately, they come back and won. But
They haven't beaten Penrith lately. Or of late.
Been a
They've had-
while. Yeah, I think
yeah.
there's been a few games. Yeah.
Yeah, so
Well, I don't know how long,
Oh,
but I think it's up there. I think
they've
it's
had,
like
they've, had
11
the, they've had the wood on.
straight or something.
Yeah, it's a lot.
They've definitely had the wood on them for a while. I'll give them that.
Yeah.
you know, we talk about all these players coming through this year, but that really shine. I would like to throw Seneva Tuvara, or however you say his name, the winger for Penrith.
Sania Taruva.
That's him. I think he's come on really well. Like, who would they play that week? And they just kept kicking the ball at him, like targeting him, and he just like, keep going, mate. Like,
Yeah, wasn't it the Knights? Didn't.
yeah, Knights did it too.
I
The
think
Knights
we
did
did
do
it. Yeah, because we didn't kick it to Tahoe. I don't think we kicked it to Tahoe. I think that's how you pronounce it. Brian. Yeah.
Toto.
Yeah, Toto. Yeah, Brian Toto. Yeah, I don't think we kicked it to him once. To be
No.
honest, I don't think it was all to.
Sania.
That's the one.
That's him.
That's him.
The other winger.
Yeah, the other winger.
They're
Yeah.
both little powerhouses.
I did mention today that Isaac Tugger's heard him done his peck at training, so he could be out for a quick
Done his what, sorry?
peck.
Oh, sorry. Yeah.
The booby. Oh.
Yeah. So another up and comer will stand up and fill the void for him.
Yeah.
Tyrone Peachy.
Tyrone Peachy, former Penrith player that's come back to, was really good at Penrith, and then he went to the Titans.
He didn't want to leave in the first
No.
place.
And just lost his way, I feel. And then back to the Tigers, and not much happened there. So hopefully, it's good to see him back at Penrith, and maybe he might rekindle what he once had, because he was once a really good player. Latrell Mitchell ran for 111 metres and had 14 tackle breaks for Souths. He also took his career points tally to 1,003 points with 2 tries and 2 goals. So a pretty good performance from Latrell, I thought.
The coaches told him 2 weeks ago to get involved, and he's certainly done that.
Yeah, he's a superstar of the game when you think about it. Like, I don't dislike him, to be honest with you. I think he's a great player, and I think the kids out there, younger kids out there, I think that if they want to look up to a fullback,
Well, they're going to get stronger next year when Jack White and John's the club.
Yeah, and they're best mates too. And sorry, I should give credit to Edwards as well. Yeah. So
True,
he's another.
I'm a big fan of Edwards. Hey, like if we,
He's
I
another
love
one.
our fullbacks, but if we didn't have them, I'd definitely want
Edwards.
Just
Yeah.
a quite achiever.
Yeah, he is under the radar big time, mate. And he doesn't get the credit he deserves. And
Yeah. Well, in a minute we're going to talk Origin. So
I think you've got a big soft spot for my team because you pay a lot of attention to them as opposed to the other teams.
I do, but I like the way if you see Edwards, he's at the back as a fullback, and he's back and he's barking orders and telling them where to go. To me, that's I like a fullback that plays like that. That's directing traffic and just what he does. And there's no flair, so to speak, about him like a Tedesco or whatever. He just does what he needs to.
He's another one like Tyson Frizzell, very humble and quiet and well-spoken and keeps his private life private.
Am I correct in saying that a few years back he was on the didn't look like he was going to re-sign for Penrith?
Yeah, I think he had a couple of pretty bad games.
And there was rumours of him coming to Newcastle before we got Ponga.
yeah, right.
That's one we unfortunately missed out on.
Yeah, wow, that would have been a good pickup, that's for sure. Yeah.
But anyway, you win some, you lose some. But
I don't think Kenny will be complaining.
No.
but
Named his little fella after Kenny.
After KP, yeah, he's
might have been Dylan.
could have been.
Could have
Edward.
been.
Eddie, little Eddie. No, I think Kalen suits him. So
Yeah.
It does. But Spencer Lena, like, that's another one too. You've got your
they've lost him, haven't they?
They have for next year.
Yeah.
Surprise,
That one
surprise, where
hurts.
he's going. But, you
Sombrero.
get James Fisher-Harris. And another one that...
We missed him. Just on this game, we missed him.
Is he back this week?
Nope, round 10.
Oh. Well, you're missing Fish, but, okay, Fish comes on and Moses Leota, another one that I really got big raps on. One of those comes off, and Spencer Leno comes on.
He's a powerhouse.
He's just an absolute energizer bunny. Just bang, 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 bang. And I tell you what, people say about Viliamu being a huge loss to Penrith this year. He's going to be a bigger loss.
Oh, he will. 100%.
Try not to think about it.
Coming off the bench, the way he does, and those runs. Jeez,
And-
wow.
I know I'm going to get a flogging here, but
You're not having him.
there's still rumours of Scott Sorensen on the outer of Penrith.
It's not happening.
Why
Right.
haven't they re-signed him? That's the
No,
question.
but-
Is the question.
Why haven't the red and blue signed him?
Maybe we don't. Yeah,
Isn't the name affiliated with Penrith?
Sorensen? No, he was a Cronulla junior, wasn't he?
Yeah, I think
Dane
so.
and
Oh.
Kurt.
Well, that goes out the window then.
And he's Maori too, isn't he? Or he's
Yes.
yeah, I think
Yes.
so. Yeah.
Played
So-
this year, his international debut, wasn't it? With
Yeah, it was too, but you're still not having him.
how good would he be in red and blue? But
There you go. All right. Yeah, he's another one under the radar.
tackling machine.
Yeah.
Imagine if Fish was in red and blue. I'd have to change the sheets every night.
It's a bit harsh.
I thought you were going to actually say I'm going to change jumpers.
Nah, not that.
No, I don't know. I'm just a fan of it's like you're a Ford or a Holden fan. You know, you've got your preference, but you appreciate a good car if it's Holden or Ford.
Oh yeah.
I'm the same with me footballers. Like I'm a Knights, through and through, but I appreciate a good footballer no matter what team they're on as well too.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, and I like you meet some of these players too, and you get to talk to them, and you sort of get a good feeling like they're a good person, and you just sort of take a liking to them. But
Well, touching back on Latrell Mitchell, his bedside manner's a bit, so to speak, left to be desired. Remember, Souths played Newcastle and he ignored everybody.
yeah, that was a bit.
Yes, he's a good player, but he needs to be a bit more of a
I think there's a
person.
lot of players out there too that need to sort of appreciate the fans more. This goes out to every club. Without the fans, there's no game.
Yeah.
So
that's
if
it.
this goes out, I don't know if it's the players or it's the management or what it is, and I don't care who it is, but it needs to change.
Excuse me.
You right?
Yeah.
Anyway, after each game, the players should stay out on that field, walking around the ground for half an hour. What's half an hour out of their time? And they go, but they've got to speak to the coach for the press conference. No, they don't. Not every club does that.
No.
Some clubs, they don't. The coach goes and does a media conference, then comes back. Because I can't remember who it was, so I'm not going to quote it, but there was one of them said, I haven't spoken to the boys yet. I will after the media conference.
Yeah.
So the whole, we've got to have that before that is a crock of shit. Go out and look after your fans, because I'm telling you, there's like 4,000 or, whatever kids standing there waiting to see the players and have a chat or whatever. And without them, they're the future of the game.
Yeah, the kids. Yeah, the juniors.
So, and it has to happen. I mean, I enjoy it too. I love, like we've got to know quite a few of the Knights boys, and good to have a chat with them after the game quickly. And like I'll say one thing, Kurt Mann comes over to us a lot, or Brody Jones, and
yeah.
soon to be Tyson.
No comment.
I was waiting for it, so I got in first.
Little
But
bit.
anyway, back on the game. Nathan Cleary, 23 tackles. Has he had a bad game this year, to be honest?
Apparently he was suffering a groin strain, which seems to be common this
Yeah,
year
he
too.
didn't kick the goals, didn't he?
No.
No, Crichton didn't. I'm like, oh God, can he kick? But yeah, Crichton.
Crichton scored every point for the Panthers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But, Stephen Crichton scored all 18 points for Penrith, had 177 run meters and 7 tackle breaks. But my point is with Cleary, I'm not sure who's winning the Daily M's at the moment, but he'd have
Payne
to be.
Haas,
Payne Haas.
and then Nathan Cleary.
I was going to say Cleary'd have to be up there.
Yeah, he would be.
Has he had a bad game this year, to be honest?
It might have been that field goal against the Knights. It could have done the groin.
Yeah, it could have been. I don't know. And there was one.
Was someone pulling his hair while he
Well, that was probably not
Okay.
one of his better games, but he still did what he had to do.
But
to
it
ice the-
shows, that's
Yeah,
right. It shows
yeah.
why he's, the number one halfback in the game
Yeah.
at the moment.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And Reynolds is up there too, but I think Cleary's just that little bit better, and Cleary's just got that,
He's clutch. He's,
he'll stand up
yeah.
and
He knows how to ice a game, that's for sure. And
that's why he's the Iceman.
yeah,
isn't he?
is that what they
But,
call him? Yeah.
I think he's going to be, it might be in 10, 20 years or so, but he will be a future immortal if he keeps going the way.
Oh
he is.
yeah, the way he does. Yeah, for sure.
But that's Souths and Panthers.
Thought it was turning into the Panthers show then.
No,
It's
well,
getting
it's
excited.
good. The Eels and the Broncos. Eels 16, Broncos 26. Kenny, how'd you see this one, mate?
Broncos. They're just they're all class this year. I have to admit it. And Not a big Broncos fan myself, but
No, but I'm
geez,
starting to like them.
Kevy's got him firing. So
I hated the Broncos. You know, not everyone was a big fan of the Broncos. I didn't like them, but I tell you what, I'm starting to like them.
yeah,
I know it's weird and I can't help it. I probably need to wash my mouth out, but I'm starting to like the
No,
Broncos.
you're right. You're right.
Adam Reynolds is in really good form.
yeah. Well, I think he's changed. That's what's changed, isn't it?
Mm.
Like
And-
they needed someone like that up
I
there,
know, they've
just
got a-
like we
they-
needed someone
Yeah.
like Jackson Hastings or a
100%.
Gamble. Yeah,
They
Well-
did get a
So-
few injuries out of last week's game. Corey Oates, I think, has done his hammy. Ezra Mann and Payne Haas are suspended, so
Yeah.
there's a couple of, but
That's a pain in the ass.
We had Adam Reynolds here, and Porsche accidentally knocked him off and broke his leg.
oh.
So he's up the house. Dean's repaired him, but it made him play better. So I'm wondering if I should just get him nominated.
hang on, he's been out for a while.
Yeah, true.
But my point is, I think the whole back in the 90s, it was sort of the Broncos was would you say an arrogance club? Sort of,
They were a
Because they
powerhouse.
kept winning.
Yeah.
There was
in the
no,
90s, yeah.
Yeah.
no Saturn, no, what was it? No,
no Broncos, but
no penalty.
but you know you get your Payne Haasses, your Pat Carrigan, Jordan Ricky,
Yeah, and they're all young.
Flegler.
They're still got.
Herbie, beep beep.
He's going to the Dolphins.
Yeah.
So,
But they're just a team where I don't get that anymore, and I actually enjoy watching them play.
yeah.
Where you go back probably 4 or 5 years, if the Broncos are on, I'll turn the TV off.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now I don't. I enjoy watching
Yeah,
it.
they're
The,
starting to get a bit of class to them.
The big inclusion for this year is Reece Walsh. Really, he's
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
set the
Massive.
game
All
on
right,
fire.
being one that's into makeup and stuff, does he wear makeup?
I think he wears a little bit of.
I think he
lip
gets it. I think he gets his eyebrows done.
Yeah.
No one has perfect eyebrows like that.
Yeah.
I don't even have eyebrows.
And eyelashes, isn't it? He's got some eyelashes
Yeah.
cranking
Yeah, he
too.
does.
Yeah, so
Oh, well, each your own if he wants to go and browse through things. But yeah, another one we're on it too is the Eels. Jermaine Hopgood. Eels place on report in Simbin for an alleged hip drop on Ezra Mann. I thought that was a bit harsh. I didn't think.
the hip drops that were actually out of that. I don't think there was really much in it.
Yeah,
Especially
I
the
thought
one
that was
on Hopgood.
especially 10.
yeah.
Like they could have changed the game. So
I think it's the way when they grab and then they come off the ground and they sort of come down on the legs. But I think was it Andrew Johns on the Footy Show or someone else? I think it might have been Cooper Cronk. I don't know, somewhere on Fox or anything like that. They said it's not. You know what I mean? The only ones that pinning are the ones when they come down on the legs.
Yeah.
But you watch a game of football and you'll see it happen at least 10 to 15 times during that game.
But you know yourself too, as
And-
you go into a tackle, sometimes you can't help the momentum
Yeah.
of how your body weight is
Weight.
going.
Especially
Going,
if they're,
yeah.
especially this, as someone said, actually you're right. They're athletes and they're bigger people and they're hard to put down.
Down, yeah.
So
it's-
accidents are going to happen.
It comes down to tackle technique now,
That's
doesn't
right.
it? So, like, what happened to the, you know what I mean? Like, chasing someone down and tackling them from from chasing them down. Like, that's where you're going to go. You're going to aim for the hips, aren't you? You can't run without legs.
That's
You're
right.
trying to stop them from, like, you're going to
Well,
go around the hips and slide down and around the legs.
That's right.
Who teaches Tyson Frizzell to tackle then?
Oh, the hair. Oh no.
The
not
jersey.
that.
He didn't go for the legs.
No, but
No, yeah,
grabbing
you
it
just
last-
went, yeah.
He's going to bash me.
That was probably me when I was about 13, I think.
But you know, as yourself, you learn.
My brother too.
You learn to,
Grab the
You know-
jersey.
if you're tackling a bigger bloke, you go for the legs.
Yeah.
You know, and it's going to happen. Like, I just think this whole.
It's getting softer and softer.
I get we've
Yeah.
got to stamp our player safety, but this hip drop has just gone from one extreme to another. And
Yeah, it's getting a bit out of control. when you
I think it
about
is, but the Eels second rower, Sean Lane, played his 150th NRL game for the Riverworms on the weekend as well.
He's
So that's
been to a few clubs. Old Sean Lane from memories. Doggies
Yeah.
and
Doggies, Manly,
Yeah.
Warriors.
yeah, he's had a few clubs.
we'll give it to him on the weekend. Sid the Sloth.
Yeah.
Bulldogs 20 over the Sharks. Were done by the Sharks 33. Sorry. Yeah, this. I don't know. This didn't really have much excitement factor for me. This game.
Yeah, I didn't really see this game.
Yeah.
No, didn't the
Watch it.
Bulldogs look like they were going to win? And then
No.
the Sharks, they didn't.
No, they were pretty much 20. I think.
Josh Reynolds played all right, I thought, in patches.
At 33, were they scared of a comeback?
Oh
Yeah.
no! I think
unusual.
Will Kennedy scored 3 tries within 10 minutes in the first half.
Yeah,
Oh,
right.
wow.
Yeah, so
Well, I didn't pay much attention.
yeah,
to
Nico Hines actually played a pretty good game as well. Obviously, kicked the field goal to ice the game.
He's got 9 tries this season already, Will Kennedy.
and 2 of them are hat tricks, I think.
And 2 tries,
Yeah, wow.
70 tackle breaks on the weekend. So,
And Ronaldo Mulatano with the blooper of the year.
Oh,
Did
yeah.
you see that? Yeah, where he's went to put the ball down in the touchline sideline, and he's had his arm put out, and he's gone over.
oh, yes.
Yeah.
Oh, he was jumping about like
Yeah.
he scored, wasn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The ref
So he
come
would've
around.
got-
Yeah.
Reef the knuckles about that
Oh,
one.
no, he actually went to the coach, and I think it was Fitz. He said, "Oh, sorry, mate, shouldn't have done that." So he's he's
Tavita Pengai was his best game for a long, long time.
Yeah.
Yeah, Tavita. 13 runs for 116 metres. So,
well, he's
good to
been
see Tavita coming back.
he's been injured too, so he's obviously trying to find some feet and form there. So
Yeah, he's a Newcastle boy too, eh?
Yeah, I just think they say Cameron Cialda was the be-all and end-all coach.
Yeah.
At the moment, I'm not impressed as yet. Awesome,
He's got-
great assistant coach at Penrith.
Yeah.
But there's just some things in here. I just scratched my head, and not last week, the week before, when they were down a centre. They had no one to fill in for centre. Well, you got Josh Reynolds on the bench that can play 5'8", so wouldn't you push Burton to centre, who plays State of Origin centre, out to centre, and put Reynolds in at 5'8"?
Yeah.
It didn't happen, and I'm just like...
What's going on?
well, from this game, actually, Kyle Flanagan's been dumped and for next week, and
See, there's another thing. That poor bloke cops it for everything.
Yeah.
You know, if the canteen lady got pregnant, he would cop the blame for it. You know what I mean? Like, I just think
Well, he was playing all right at Cronulla. When he was at the
Yeah.
Sharks, he was playing some good football.
yeah,
Then the Roosters bought him. And I don't know what Trent Robinson done to him, but ever since he played for the Roosters, mate, he's just gone.
I read today that Shane, his old man, wants him at Manly.
Yeah,
He
right.
can't stay there.
Yeah.
he needs to go to the Tigers.
You reckon?
I reckon the Tigers are the club for him.
Yeah.
I reckon with Appy, yeah.
Hi, Mum.
I reckon, the Clem dog.
Come on.
I nothing against him personally. I don't think he's going to win you a competition.
No,
so-
but I just think
No,
there's a
he's-
club for every player. Like, I'm saying, Luke Brooks' club is not the Tigers. He just doesn't fit that
Yeah, I
puzzle.
don't know what's going on there, eh?
No.
But they still invest in him, and maybe he might need to go to Hull KR or something.
100% needs to go over there. But I think Flanagan needs to go there, and he could be the piece of the puzzle. He's not going to win a McCobb,
Yeah.
but he's going to improve that team. But they now need a 5'8".
He just needs some confidence. That's all he needs. You know, and playing him every week gives you the confidence.
Yeah, that's it.
That's right.
He's not a bad player. I don't.
Yeah, he's steady. We'll give him that. And he's got a good kicking game, and he does kick some goals as well. So he's got a few strings to his bow. So.
Yeah, that's right. Dolphins 28, Titans 26. How do you lose a game when you're 26-0 up? Was it 26-0 up they were winning?
Apparently, yeah.
I wonder how many Titans players went up the tab at the half time.
What was the meme, I think, on Facebook? Bring back the nines?
Yeah,
Because they only play for 18 minutes.
win the game.
Yeah.
100%. But I only seen little bits of this one, but what's his name? We swapped for Greg Marju.
Chrissy Randall.
He scored the
Randall.
first try.
Yeah, good to see.
And he set up another one as well.
He
So
set up the third try, I think it was.
Yeah. I was a fan of his. I thought another one that's a tackling machine and didn't get the raps he deserved.
He used to make
good to see
50 odd
him.
tackles for the Knights when he was when I think it was last year when Brayley done his Achilles.
that's right.
He just tackled everything that moved, and if it didn't move, he'd push it, then tackle it.
Yeah.
So, yeah. But there's not much to say about this. This is one of the most pathetic games of the year, I think. To lose 26-0, 26-0 up, and you just go to sleep. Yeah, it wasn't.
That's alarm bells, mate. There's, you know what
There's
I mean?
problems.
Yeah.
Is now Holbrook's job on the line?
Yeah.
It'd have to be.
Well, look at that start there. The Dolphins have now conceded 122 points in their past 4 games. That's massive.
And what? But they've won 3 of those 4 games. Is that right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So, like, wow.
Like they're investing all their money in the likes of David Fafita and Co. But that's
He's not.
the answer.
He's not performing now.
That's right. Look,
He's not.
who's their spine?
Brimson when he's
AJ Brimson, who's out.
No, he's back.
He's back.
Played, yeah. Kieran
Yeah.
Foran and 7 is
Tanner Boyd.
Tanner Boyd, and then you've either got Randall or that. What's his name? Oh, the
Sam Walker.
no, they got the bloke from no. Verrills is out injured.
Sam Verrills,
Yeah,
that's it.
they bought the guy from over in Leeds, Leeming, young Leeming.
Yeah, but that's not your answer.
No,
Okay, here we go.
They got-
Canberra bloke. That went over there.
Levi.
Huh?
Levi.
No.
The one with the beard. What's his
Yeah.
name? Not Aiden Caesar, the other one.
Yeah.
7, yeah.
Yeah,
I can't remember his name. Yeah.
no,
Yeah, well, you know what I'm talking about. Well, he's
Yeah.
you go to England and you approach him.
yeah,
Well, there's a 7 for you, or you can play 6 and 7. So now you've got Randall, who's a decent hooker. They need a decent fullback. So wouldn't you be investing in someone that's like Jaden Campbell's good, but I don't think he's their answer for fullback, and I'm not sure about Brinson either. So rather than investing all your money in David Fafita and go, I think
Fogarty. Jamal Fogarty.
no, there's
is that-
another one.
Oh,
No,
Blake.
he's-
Austin Blake.
Blake Austin.
That's it. Yeah, yeah.
I rate him. I reckon he's a gun.
Yeah.
So why? Even the Tigers haven't picked him up as beyond me.
Yeah.
Well, he
He's-
has played there. He played there before.
He's a Tigers, yeah. Tigers junior or
But
something.
until the recruitment changes, nothing's going to change at the club. I think the Titans are a sinking ship, and I wouldn't be surprised if they got the spin. I think.
No, I
Titans,
think
yeah.
the
No, I
Tigers
think
have
the
got
Tigers have shown that one up so
No,
far.
Tigers are going to change. You watch.
that. Okay.
And it's going to start with a win against the Titans.
Yes.
So they'll probably beat us on the weekend.
Okay.
I hope I'm wrong, of
No.
course.
Tigers 16, Manly 22.
Tigers put on a fight.
Tigers
Mate,
had
they're
this
getting
game.
there.
I thought
They
they
are
were
getting
gonna
there.
win. Yeah.
It'll come. A win
Yeah.
will
They're
come.
building up for this weekend.
They
No,
kind of
it'll be
do.
against- It'll be against the Dragons and Madurai. It'll happen. I guarantee.
They
It'll
reminded me of the Purnells Knights of a couple of years ago, like 2015, 16. Yeah, you know, where we struggled and then
Just couldn't win.
Yeah,
But that was their game to win. It was only that Manly, in the last, say, 5 minutes, took the game from them. Really. But poor old Charlie Staines is out for 8 to 10
Ooh,
weeks, I think it was.
what's he done?
perforated bowel.
Yes.
Oh,
8 to 12
And
weeks.
I think he took
Yes.
that into the game, or he played.
Yeah, he
with it.
did.
Yeah.
oh wow.
He's a big loss.
So good.
Ah,
So
I'm not.
courage, but wow. Like,
So what is that
Perforated
perforated bow?
Wow, yeah. Ooh.
Well, a perforated.
Well, how do you get a that?
you have to Google it.
I didn't study that when I went for my.
Me neither. I was in a
Where's
different
bit?
field.
It's in your midsection, I'm assuming. So, like, is it towards the back or is it your bow? It's more
I think we'll
towards the
Google
front.
this in the break and find out.
The
because I'm not
perforated
sure.
doesn't that mean like it's all like
It'd be open,
Oh.
or
Yeah.
it'd be
yes.
yeah.
Seriously,
Sure,
that
it
has to be
I
up
probably
there.
should know this, considering I
be
work in
painful.
the medical field. But
Yeah.
I work in finance, so
Yeah, But
I'm
you
not
only
good.
shave people when they're ready for an operation.
maybe that's how I perforate them by nicking them.
That's your new nickname, is Nick. Anyway,
Oh, is it
That'd have to
the
be
best
up
a man
there.
can get, isn't it?
that'd have to be up there with one of the most excruciating injuries in football, along with the
sure.
twisted testicle. What was it?
Tyson Frizzell, yeah.
Yeah, he did it when-
He got a
Yeah, he got hit. He got hit in the jats.
No,
Yeah.
didn't Brett Kamali lose one?
oh yeah, I think that was
Oh,
yeah. Oh,
anyway.
not the
At least you
marbles.
can still function with one ball though.
yeah, but how would you like your nut marble to go rolling across the ground? You'd be in some pain.
if it was a red one and it was a lotto ball, you all right?
Anyway, back onto that.
Makes dreams come true.
Yeah. Daily Cherry Evans is, what, 1.2 mil? Is that correct?
Yeah.
Where does he justify his...
Brookvale.
In his neck.
Yeah, but there's nothing... Yeah,
Well, they seem to go all right at Brookvale. It's just when they're...
Oh, pothole then.
Yeah. It just seems when they're away. They're
I must
poor.
admit, Four Pines...
Ginger beer.
Yeah,
beer.
must be good.
It's good on
They
tap.
play all right there, so...
Roosters 27, and I tell you what, I take my hat off to the St George Dragons.
About time.
They had this game, and I reckon they were going to go on. They were either going to hit the field goal or go for the try, and then Jack Bird. Like, in the last couple of minutes, he had a few bird brains. To be honest, like, he was getting the ball and he was running backwards. Forward, son, forward.
There is no one in that club that sets up for a field goal.
Well,
Only if anyone, I think Lomax, remember, did he
Mate,
kick one against
you got the
last night?
best. You got the best in Ben Hunt.
He doesn't kick field goals.
Oh, I think
He's never kicked one.
well, what about,
Serious?
who's the 5'8"?
Junior Monet,
Yeah, Junior Romano. Why couldn't he ever go?
don't know.
If you're a 5'8" or a halfback, I believe you should be
I
able
just
to try and
think
kick a
they.
football.
I mean, when Radley went off to the sin bin, which I don't think was a sin bin, and changed the game.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, it was great.
However,
funny.
well, there's death, there's taxes, and then Radley going in the bin
Yeah.
every week. But Dragons, when they had 13 to 12, the Roosters played better.
Clubs do that.
Yeah, they do
And
with the man down.
That's right. And the Dragons had no one, didn't they? All they had to do was just throw it out, you know what I mean? And third, but they just didn't know what they. It's like they panicked a little bit.
They were
How good
killing
was-
it down that edge.
How
That's
good was
right.
South
Suey.
Moga?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Well, yeah.
2 tries.
And
Yes,
and you
yeah,
got to
from
and you got to
Newcastle.
give some this bloke. This guy's had 4 knee recos. You know what I mean? And he's probably
Yeah, he stopped belting taxis, so he's all right now.
yeah.
No,
But
hats off.
he's and he's not the quickest bloke in the world, but he's leading try scorer for St George already with 5 or 6 tries in 2 games.
Yeah, right.
So he's injured though. He
What an
did hurt his
absolute-
shoulder.
Yeah.
Absolute. Oh, loved the start of the game.
Yeah.
The whole Anzac thing was. Yeah.
Yeah.
40,000 people there last night.
Excuse me.
So it did
Kevin
really
White.
it fit
Yeah,
the
sorry.
it did pretty much fill up the whole stadium.
It was
Yeah,
great.
yeah.
Oh, I loved
It
it.
was almost a
Yeah,
sellout.
it'd be a shock for the Roosters, wouldn't it? They normally play in front of 2,000 fans, don't they?
Yeah, they must have been St George fans.
The last couple of minutes, did you see the Roosters players, including Cheese, when they were tackled, they would be really slow to get back up. Like there'd still be
Yeah.
about 3 or 4 minutes to go, and they
That's
were
just
doing it.
that's just normal.
Yeah.
It was driving me mental.
Anyone
Really-
does it, and it is.
But
It's
it needs
just
to be
gamesmanship.
stand out.
Oh,
It
yeah,
does.
it does.
Play
It's-
on. Like anything can happen in those 3 to 4 minutes.
Yeah, that's right. But yeah, I mean, you'd right. Everyone does it, but it needs to be. Ref needs to go get up, or I'm going to penalise.
Yeah, time off.
Yeah,
you
that's
know,
right.
But you know, as soon as the ref does call time off, there. Yeah, so that's all right. Yeah, I'm right. All right,
Yeah,
play,
yeah.
play the ball real
The
quick.
cramp's gone now.
Yeah.
Anyway, moving on to the Storm 30, the Warriors 22. I feel this was the Warriors game. They finished the game with no
Bench.
bench.
Yeah.
So to lose to the Storm by, 8 points.
8 points.
They
And
were.
it was only in the end, that towards the end that it happened.
They were in front at half time, weren't they?
Yes, they
Oh.
were. Oh, they basically nearly led the whole game.
Although this
So,
is
yeah.
the Warriors, if they had more reserves, maybe would have won this game.
Yeah.
Because Charles Nickel Costa ended up going off and Dallin went to fullback. But
And then Sheridan, he had HIA, I think, in the
HIA,
last
71st minute.
Yeah. So,
but
Do you think Dallin Wattalion's got the best hair now in the NRL?
he
that's
reminds
growing.
me of someone. I just can't think.
No.
Yeah, the guy had, there was a meme going around today. It was one of old Eddie Murphy movies that had
Yes.
Soul Glow.
Yes. Or
Little Richard?
yeah, that's who I was thinking. No, who's
God, not Lionel Richie.
Lionel Richie?
Or Diggy Knee?
Yeah, Lionel Richie. That's who I think.
Yeah.
But, Big Nelson. signed for another 4 years of the Storm.
Yeah,
That's
right.
a good
yeah.
signing.
I like the bloke. A lot of people
He's
don't.
a tank.
Yeah,
But-
So him, Munster, Mooney,
I like him. You'd
Yeah,
love to have him on your team.
Dean likes
Oh,
the
you
bigger
would,
boys.
yeah.
that
It's-
that team's still going to be competitive and consistent for the next 10 years.
Yeah. I don't know. See when Bellyache goes, what happens?
I don't know. Different
Well,
coach.
who's going to be
different.
the coach? That's
Billy
the thing.
Slater
Yeah.
or Cameron Smith.
Yeah, another. What is it? Yeah, junior
The
Bellamy.
three of them might have come in.
Teach him how to cheat.
But it wasn't a bad game. Tarek Sims had a shocker.
Yeah, he did, didn't he?
I like Tarek and I'd like to see him go well, but yeah.
He let Adam straight through. Adam Fennell Blake.
That was as soft as butter.
Butter. Oh, it was, mate. Especially for a Melbourne defence. Yeah.
But saying that too, Vanilla Blake, since he's gone to the Warriors, a total different person, and his game has improved tenfold.
Yeah.
From Manly. What does that tell you?
Yeah.
Manly Grubs.
I loved hearing the Akadaka at the start. After the official Anzac Day
Yeah, that
stuff.
was good, actually.
They had some Anzacs walking around and they had the Akadaka on.
It was pumping you up, eh?
Yeah.
Like,
And they do their thing very well, too.
Yeah,
So
they black it all out.
Yeah.
looks
So
great.
that's the going down of the sun type. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, they got it sweet, and I think it's on the inside of the actual when
Yeah.
the stadium roof comes
Yeah,
over. They
that's
got it on
right.
the
Yeah,
inside
they-
of the roof,
yeah.
and
Yep.
Well, that was Anzac round for this year. Absolute pearler. Loved it. Loved every minute of it. Watched at least, I watched most of the games, but if I didn't watch all of them, I
Yeah.
made sure we watched the start because,
it's pearl. Keep it how it is. Don't touch it. Don't leave it. Leave
It's
it.
not
Just
broken.
Keep it. Don't
try and
fix
fix
it. That's it. Leave it.
100%.
Anyway, we'll take a short break and we'll be back shortly.
Major show sponsor, the Burton Automotive Group in Maitland and Port Stephens, comprising of Maitland Toyota, Port Stephens Toyota, Hunter GWM, Cardiff GWM, Port Stephens GWM, and also Hunter 4x4 accessories in Maitland and, yes, in Cardiff. The Burton Automotive Group have been proudly supporting the community for 60 years. They've been supporting this show. Please go support the sponsors that support us.
All right, guys, and time for a bit of humour tonight, eh?
That's debatable.
Time for a crazy ladies' jokes of the week.
Sure,
That'll
you've
do.
got some good
That'll
ones.
do. I don't know. They're old, so it's a bit like myself, so we'll see. 4 men are in the hospital waiting room because their wives are having babies. A nurse goes up to the first guy and says, "Congratulations, you're the father of twins." "That's odd," answers the man. "I work for the Minnesota Twins." A nurse says to the second guy, "Congratulations, you're the father of triplets." "That's weird," answers the second man. "I work for the 3M company." A nurse tells the third man, "Congratulations, you're the father of quadruplets." "That's strange," he answers. "I work for the Four Seasons Hotel." The last man is groaning and banging his head against the wall. "What's wrong?" the others asked. "I work for 7-Up."
Oh, no, I like it.
Ding, ding.
This one's a short dad joke.
I love me dad jokes.
"I didn't think I was fat till the woman in McDonald's said sorry about your weight."
Oh,
Harsh.
Okay.
you want some more?
This one's from Adam. It's a short one. "Why do scuba divers fall backwards out of a boat?" Because if they fell forward, they'd just land in the boat.
Probably, yeah, true.
That's Adam's sense of humour. It still doesn't beat the tractor, I know.
Oh, here we go. Or the Harley one.
Yeah, Harley's taking a seat, but the tractor. You got more, or is that it?
Believe that's it.
All right, so is that you for this week?
Maybe.
But we will see you on the bus on Friday night.
Maybe.
Maybe, yeah. So yeah, those of you.
If I'm not washing the cat.
Oh, you'll be on the bus. And we're heading down, taking the nighttime crew and a few other fans down to Combank it is there, isn't it?
Combank,
Combank
yeah.
Stadium to watch the Knights take on the River Worms and hopefully beat them, Gary. And, yeah.
Yeah, Gary.
So all you people coming on the bus, don't forget to get at your location at the times provided for pickup. We're going to have some fun games on the way down and
Trivia.
your trivia, and
Prizes.
you'll find out on the bus. But this week, I tell you what, I'm feeling very generous this week. So this week, there's going to be 3 chances to get on and win that fridge, or win a fridge like that. First one is game of the week that we choose, which is your turn, isn't it?
We'll give Kenny a go.
Okay, Kenny can pick a game this week to pick the score on, and whoever picks the score, can win a spot on the fridge. Which I do believe that you won a spot on the fridge anyway, Kenny, last couple of weeks ago.
With the photo.
With the photo. With the chief.
Nice.
So I'll also say, if you're at an NRL game this week, anywhere, it can be any game Australia-wide, send us a photo in. There'll be a thing up on the page. Send us a photo. The best photo we pick will win a spot on the fridge, on the chocolate wheel for the fridge. And there's also going to be a special one just for the bus trip only. So special perks of being on the bus trip. So somebody on that bus will go home with a spot on the chocolate wheel for the fridge, because there's only 2 at the moment, and we've got 25 spots on the chocolate wheel.
Yeah, so we really need to get some more people on
So
it.
somebody on that bus this week will go home with their name on the
There's
wheel.
40, isn't there? 40 people.
20...
On the bus,
Oh,
there's 40 people. So
Yeah.
So,
there's a chance. More details for the bus later, but yeah. What game are you going to pick this week, Kenny?
I'm just having a look at them now. There's a few good ones there.
And so you can pick when Kenny decides which we're going to have. Also, if you had a game for your second chance draw, send us in a photo. You could go on there. We're going to give away potentially 3 spots. There will be at least 2 this week.
Might go Broncos South. So.
Broncos South game.
Yeah.
That's a good one to pick.
And what night's that on?
Same night.
Friday night.
Yeah.
Typical Broncos night
We
time
won't-
slot.
Yes, it is. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, the Friday night Broncos. Yeah.
But so there'll be another 2 spots potentially to give away. 1 for that one. There'll definitely be 1 for photos if they send it in. There'll be definitely 1 spot for there, and there'll be 1 on the bus. So next week there'll be definitely at least 2 spots on that chocolate wheel for the fridge.
Nice.
So thanks to Bar Fridges Australia, they're pretty good fridge, isn't it, Kenny?
Yeah. Oh, yeah, sure is. He's staring at me. He's been doing it all night. So, yeah.
Now you can get it in any NRL club of your choice. So
Heather's going to have to be careful. You're sitting on there, you're doing that job just as good as, even better, mate. We're delivering that fridge.
Yeah.
So, if you happen to win the fridge at the end of the year, you can have any NRL team you want. It doesn't have to be the Knights.
And they do AFL as well, don't they?
I
Aerial
believe so, yeah.
Ping pong? Yeah.
So, thanks to Bar Fridges Australia. And, there you go. All right. We'll catch you next week.
Bye.
Until next week, we'll catch you then. All right, guys. So,
I won't see you in the next couple of hours. But
Yeah,
anyway,
you will.
I'll see you next week.
all right. Take a few short messages and we'll be back shortly.
Support our show sponsor, Grand Matriarch Distillery, that gives us the beautiful Grand Matriarch vodka that you see on our show every week. Join the reward program, and for every 9 bottles you purchase, you do get 1 free. Grand Matriarch Distilling in the beautiful Sapphire Coast of New South Wales. You cannot go wrong with their product, I promise you. That's grandmatriarch.com.au.
All right, guys, it's time for that time of night again. It's time for Talking Schmidt. And caller number 1, who we got?
Crew, Junior Smitter.
Hey, little buddy, how are you?
Yeah, not too bad.
Mate, what question you got for us, mate?
Okay, so when I'm out at home, you always keep ramming on about how good Tyson Gamble is and how good he's been playing for the Knights. And I agree with you. I reckon he's the Knights' best buy this year. So I want to know your guys' thoughts.
Well, he has to be, isn't he? Well, we needed a half. We needed a bit of aggression, and he's got it all. So,
obviously, I'm not saying nothing. He's already answered my side. So.
Yeah, I've got to agree. Yeah, he's probably out of all the signings so far. I do like what Greg Margie's done, but Tyson Gamble for me. Yeah, just.
mongrel.
Yeah. So you like that and liking Gamble, do you, buddy?
Yeah.
It's rubbed off on you?
Yeah. I reckon he's got some good mongrel in him.
Yeah,
That's what we want.
Love a little bit of mongrel. All right, matey. I appreciate your call, little Junior Smitter, and thanks for calling in, mate.
That's all right.
All right, buddy. We'll enjoy the rest of the show.
I will. Thank you.
Thanks, champion.
See you, mate.
Bye.
Bye.
Palmy or Palmer, it doesn't matter where you're from. It's Palmy, by the way. The best schnitzels in town are just around the corner at Harry's, where they cook chicken the way nature intended, flattened, crumbed and golden. Nothing beats a good schnitzel. There are burgers, there's chips, there's all sorts of wonderful food there to be had. Grab yourself a Harry's loyalty card, get on down and enjoy some of the best chicken you'll ever have. It's really good schnit. Get on to Harry's at the Junction, Jesmond, Marketown, Thornton, Erina and Toronto. It is Sasquatch approved. It is Nighttime Podcast approved. Harry's Schnitzel's the best in town.
All right, guys. It's time for caller number 2. Who we got there?
Dylan Vassallo.
Dylan, what question you got for the crew tonight?
Why change a winning combination?
Yeah, I get that.
Well, they haven't won yet. They've lost a couple.
No, she means before KP come back.
Right.
Unfortunately, when you got a player like KP and who's on 1.2,
4, I think it is.
you can't have a $1.4 million player sitting on a bench. I get what you're saying with Tyson and Jackson Hastings forming a great combination, but unfortunately, when you got a player like KB, he has to come into the side somewhere. But
He's got to. He's he's a superstar, and teams need superstars, and yeah.
But this is the headache they had when they bought Gamble, Hastings, and then they bought Miller. So where are you going to put all these people in when they're not injured?
the thing is, injuries will come into play over the next month or so.
Yeah,
And I think you'll find that it won't be where do you put Ponga or where do you put Hastings or where do you put Miller. One of those four players will be, the key players that we're talking about will be injured, and then it's just going to fit in easy.
Well, I heard through the off season they had Gamble playing fullback. So, but
Yeah.
well, training at fullback, not playing. Sorry, training. But whether or not that's going to work or not, you don't know.
Interesting, but
Yeah,
it's an interesting. See, another one too. A lot of people forget, and I would like to see if it happened. Like, I don't want to see it happen because I don't want anyone to get injured. But say Lockie Miller got injured. Don't push Kalen back to fullback. He stays at fullback or over. Throw Kurt Mann back at fullback.
yeah.
You have a look at how Kurt Mann played fullback against the Tigers when was it the one where Mitchell Pearce done his sternum? Was it that game?
Oh, he done his pack.
Done his pack?
Yeah, that was the Dragons.
Was it Dragons?
Yeah, yeah.
Well, you have a look at Kurt Mann when he played fullback there. He's directing, barking orders. Dylan Edwards.
Yeah.
And I wouldn't mind seeing him back at fullback.
Fullback, yeah. What about the young fella in reserve grade, Hodgson?
Personally, I'm not a
quite ready
fan.
yet.
Not a fan?
Quite ready.
No.
Not a fan for first grade at the moment.
Yeah.
A couple of years, yeah.
Yeah.
But I think we've got better options for fullback. Obviously, Lockie Miller takes it now. Hope it doesn't happen, but if he ever got injured, I'd throw a man. Even look at maybe a Gamble.
Yeah.
You could even
Dylan Edwards. Yeah.
You could even
Dylan Edwards.
you could even look at throwing a Greg Marju back there, really.
Yeah.
Or as strange as this may sound.
Imagine him coming off the back like,
Wow.
Even as strange as this may sound, the only issue I've got with this is he's not that good of a defender, but Dom Young at fullback.
Yeah. Yeah, well, he's I don't know. But he played centre over in the UK.
Well, that's where he's going to the Roosters.
Yeah, he plays
Well,
centre.
didn't he start the Knights as a centre?
I think so.
He did. I remember him playing one of his first grade games.
In centre.
Yeah, and he got injured, but he was in the centres that day.
Yeah,
But to answer your question a bit more,
Yeah.
if it wasn't Kalen Ponga and a $1.4 million contracted player,
Yeah.
the combinations wouldn't have been changed.
No.
It's just because it's Ponga. He does offer a fair bit to the club and the team, and you can't have a 1.4, soon to be $1.6 million man sitting in reserve grade. It just doesn't.
That's
happen.
true.
Well, the words of Tyson Gamble, what did he say? He goes, we're a better team with Kalen Ponga in it.
That's right, and that just shows the type of bloke that Gamble is for saying that, But that's, I mean, the injuries will come. If not, well, having 4 of those, we'll get into it in team list Tuesday, but having 4 competitive ball players like that on the park at one time,
That's pretty good.
exciting times.
That's why we're scoring points, mate.
But, so I hope that answers your question for you there, Delwyn, and go the
It
Knights.
does.
Go the Knights versus the Eels, eh?
Go the Knights, all right.
So you heading on the bus, are you, on the bus trip?
Oh, yes, we are. We're looking forward to it.
Yeah, no, it'll be good trip. So the first of many of our nighttime trips that we're going to be doing.
Yee-hoo.
So look forward to it. So thanks for calling in tonight.
Okay. Thank you.
Thanks again.
Bye.
Bye.
See ya.
Who doesn't love a nice cold beer? And the best cold beer is not some other mob down the road. The best cold beer in Newcastle is found at Thirsty Messiah. The Thirsty Messiah Brewery is found at 140 Lambton Road in Broadmeadow. Get on down there for some great beer at a great price. Support the local. Thirsty Messiah Brewery in Broadmeadow.
It's time for caller number 3. Who we got there?
Oh, you got Darren. How you going?
Hey, Darren, how are you, buddy?
Yeah, pretty good. Pretty good.
Mate, what's your question for the crew tonight, mate?
What do you guys, and I'm pretty big on this at the moment, and it's been something that's bothering me for a little while now, that hit on the West Tigers player by Jacob Saifiti, who I think's playing really well at the moment. What do you guys reckon about that? Because I want to say I watched the replay that many times, and all he does is because the game is playing at a million miles an hour, that all he was doing was following the ball. And do you think he really deserved 5 weeks off?
No, I don't.
No.
I did. I thought he was a bit harshly dealt with. 2 weeks, maybe. 5 I thought was a bit over the top. I mean, it wasn't the best, but it wasn't the worst. I thought.
Yeah,
I thought it was
same
more of a reflex action.
It was, and everyone.
That's what I'm getting at. Reflex action, and why is he being penalised? Because actually, he's been playing awesome. Like the last half of last season, in the beginning of this season, I just thought he was hard done by. You know what I mean?
100%.
And it hurts the club.
I 100% agree, mate. I thought he was harshly done by.
Well, they've done quite well in his absence.
Yeah, they have, but I mean, it's not right on Jacob. If anything, maybe 1 to 2. Yeah, I don't want to get into say it was.
Yeah, I know. It's all done and dusted, but I just thought that 5 weeks, I thought that was totally incredible, you know.
But as long as they're consistent with it now,
that's the main thing. Get consistency. Yeah.
If someone else comes out this week and does the same, if they cop 5 weeks for it, I'm
be
okay
happy.
with it.
Yeah.
Depends who it is.
Yeah.
But that's where that shouldn't come into it.
Well, same as.
But you're right.
Yeah.
I mean, we see him with Victor Bradley on the weekend. He's going to be Victor. comes anywhere near a high shot, they're going to make an example out of him. And I don't care because it's the Roosters, but yeah, it shouldn't be. It should be everyone's fair game.
Yeah. He's copping it left, right, and centre at the moment. But
same as Nelson Solomona or someone like that. They would. Jared Weir-Hargraves.
He's another one. Yeah,
but we don't care about him either.
He's a grub.
But consistency, mate. As long as it's consistent across the board with not just head-eye tackles like that, but every case, I've got no dramas. If they set this is what they're going to be doing with the tackles, that's fine. But continue across the board. Okay, you go out tomorrow, Kenny, you play, you head-eye tackle someone, the same thing, you get the same treatment.
Yeah.
Well, I think they made him out to be a bit of a thug.
Yeah.
Really.
And he's not. He's far from it.
Well, it was reaction.
No one in this day and age does that sort of stuff.
And he followed, what's the fellow's name? Whoever it was, up the tunnel.
And patted him on the back.
And got hold of him and said, look, mate, I'm so sorry.
Yeah, it was
Simkin,
I think it was.
Could have been Seafarth.
No, it was one of those.
Simkin.
So to follow him up the tunnel and make sure his well-being was all right, it shows the type of bloke he is. But I'll tell you what, I reckon I'll just fire him up to, play better and better. Yeah. So look out for Jacob, I say.
Oh, mate, he's playing well. I mean, what I was worried about was that after that, would he change the pace of his game or what he's employed to do? And what I like about Knight's forward pack is, for a change, we have a forward pack that don't take a backward stance on any of the clubs. No. We're in their face.
100%.
We're in their face.
And
100%.
I love, I think, we lost a little bit in with the clam dog leaving.
We did there.
But, the likes of Leo Thompson stepping up.
Mate, he is awesome.
A bit of that bite.
He is awesome.
Reminded me of the 1990s, mate, to be honest with you. Bit of bite back in it.
I made a little meme up there the other week. Unleash the beast with him.
He's not making the meters as we expect. He's not, but in saying that, he's learning his craft very well in this position.
That's right. He's gonna be.
Yeah.
I think we should lock him up for a long time.
Yeah.
He's even. I won't say Tyson Frizzell because we come to expect that everything from Tyson. But one I'm impressed with this year that sort of brought a bit more into his game is Lockie Fitz.
Yes.
Yeah. Definitely. Hasn't Lachlan Fitzgibbon all of a sudden this season has boosted up another 30, 50%. He's just on fire. He's on fire
and
this season.
Back in the days where Lockie used to run off KP, he's now running off Tyson Gamble.
Yeah.
So, loving it.
So they haven't really changed too much in the way they set up their play, but it's just a different bloke.
But that's it too. Now you'll have him run off KP, and you've got all these options, and we're in a good spot.
He's a good hole runner. He's a very, very good hole runner.
100%. And Jack Havrington, Matt Crocker, you got all these guys. So, a
lot of young guys, especially coming through the ranks.
Yeah, there's a few younger guys as well, like you said. So, mate, hope that answered your question for you, and I hope you enjoy the rest of the show.
Can I say something? Can I say something else, brother?
100%, mate.
Try of the season so far from the Knights. I love this, and I watched the replay of it. Daniel Saifiti taking it to the line. He's eyeing off three players, and he looks like he's going for the line himself. Didn't even look to his right-hand side. Offload to Jack Johns. Best try of the season, I reckon.
Yeah, some good ones up there, that's for sure. But it's good to see.
Manly.
I think, I think the Dom Young one in Mudgee probably stands out for me.
All right, what we got you on here? Your highlight.
It's the same game.
What we got you on you? Your highlight of the season for the Knights so far
was
that one.
That one. That's the try. Yeah,
Kenny.
Brilliant try. Brilliant try.
Against Penrith, mate, the effort. Yeah. To take the back-to-back premiers to Golden Point, mate, that was awesome. Awesome.
Nice surprise.
I'm not looking for the top 8 guys. I'm looking for the top 4 with the Knights.
Well,
I've got confidence.
No surprise here, but mine was out of Penrith too. Tyson Gamble's field goal.
Yeah.
That was
good,
just
was it?
second choice, not the first choice option. And he's just like,
Slaughtered it.
yeah, what was it, 38 out or something like that?
It was almost a 2-pointer. Yeah.
I nearly fell back in my chair, fellas. I nearly fell back in my chair looking at that.
Well, I was at a wedding and, they were doing all that they have to, and I'm, oh, yeah! So, thanks for your call, mate. Much appreciated, and I hope you enjoy the rest of the show.
Will do. Thank you, guys.
Thanks,
Take it easy.
Thanks, champion. Go the Knights.
Go the Knights. Bye.
I gotta be honest, one of my favourite things in this life is to sit down with some amazing meat and just stuff my face full of it. And the best meat that you will come across, honestly, is found at Steak and Chops Butchery at Tanilba Bay. Jump on their Facebook page and check out some of the prices and some of the specials. The quality is outstanding. The prices are excellent. You really can't go wrong. Steak, chops, sausages, mince, lamb loins. What more could you want? Get on down to Steak and Chops. That's 69 Beatty Boulevard in Tanilba Bay. Tell them the Sasquatch sent you.
All right, guys, and it's that time of night again. Time for Team List. And, Kenny, send you the yes tonight. You want to do the Knights?
Yeah, sure can. What have we got? We've got against Parramatta Friday night, 6 o'clock. We've got in number 1, Lachlan Miller. Number 2, Dominic Young. Number 3, Dane Gagai. Number 4, Bradman Best. Number 5, Greg Marju. In number 6, got Callum Ponga. Number 7, Jackson Hastings. In the forwards, we have number 8, Daniel Saifiti. Number 9, Phoenix Crossland. Number 10, Leo Thompson. Number 11, Tyson Frizzell. Number 12, Lachlan Fitzgibbon. And number 13, Kurt Mann, the Universal Man, hey? In the interchange bench, we have 14, Tyson Gamble, 15, Jacob Saiviti, 16, Matt Croker, 17, Jack Everington, and I think 18, Simisasagi will be the, what do they call it? HIA man. Yeah.
So, all right. I'm not one to bag players, as you know. Like if you're in the NRL, you're a good player.
Yeah.
But this is no disrespect for Phoenix Crossan. I'm just not happy with Phoenix playing 9.
Not happy with it? No.
To me, Phoenix goes to 14. Kurt Mann goes to 9. And Tyson Gamble goes to 13.
Well, what about Gamble stays at 14 and Matty Croker on 13?
Happy with that too.
Yeah. So, Matty Croker's been really impressive, I think, over the last couple of years.
100%. 100%.
Been really impressive, I reckon.
I'm even happy with that too, because the way you say that too, you still got a strike power on the bench.
Yes.
Gamble. But I just think Kurt offers that little bit more that we were lacking last week in the number 9.
Yeah.
Experience comes with experience, I suppose.
Yeah. He's
and Kurt's awareness.
Was it the Warriors game? He had a blinder at 5'8".
Yeah.
I think Phoenix did.
And his kicking game was great.
Great.
It's a pretty settled lineup, though, isn't it?
Yeah.
Really, like the back line, like no one's really been injured except for Kalen in the back line. And
do you think we might see a late shuffle?
In the back line, or
no? Oh, look, if anything, I don't think. I think they did the late shuffle last week, pulled a rabbit out that left Ponga on the bench. I think they'll keep it the way it is. That's my opinion. They might. I don't know, but
as long as Kurt Mann's used in not left to the second half, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Needs to be injected 15 minutes into the game, I think.
Yeah. And it's hard. You know what I mean? Mate, I'd hate to be Adam O'Brien right now.
It's a hard headache, but a good headache.
Because, like, Phoenix, don't get me wrong, he's been playing good footy.
100%. I'll leave my word.
He's there. He's got to be there somewhere in that 17. And then you got Kurt Mann, who just universal player. You can play him anywhere. And then you got Tyson Gamble, who, mate, what a headache. Like, honestly,
it's a good headache, but a good headache.
Yeah. Like it's
That's why I special mentioned him for also too, as we're going to Adam O'Brien, obviously the passing of his
passing
mother.
of mother.
You know, he didn't have to be there on the weekend. I don't know
That's
when
right.
she passed away. Well, obviously during the week,
And he handled himself well at the press conference.
It's
as
right.
well.
So thoughts go out to him and his family from the loss of his mum. So
100%. Well, you want to do the Eels?
Sure, mate. So 1 is Clint Gutherson, 2 is Mike Acevo, 3 is Will Penasini, 4 is Sean Russell, 5 is Hayes Dunster. The halves are Dylan Brown and Mitchell Moses. In the forwards, at 13 is Jermaine Hopgood, Ryan Madison, Sean Lane are the second rowers. Junior Paulo and Wiramia Greg are up front. Josh Hodgson is the hooker, and on the bench is Bryce Cartwright, Brendan Hands, Matt Dury, and Makisi Makatoa.
Good lineup. We're not going to have it all our own way.
No. It still is, even though, what's his name? Campbell Gillard's not there.
Huge loss.
That's a big loss, 3 months.
Yeah.
Greg or whatever
his name is. Is it a fractured hip? Did he get a fractured hip or groin strain? Or
but it was from that tackle.
Yeah. Payne Haas.
Yeah, it was pretty ordinary.
They're still they're not playing good football at the moment, Parramatta, but
anything's possible.
Oh yeah.
But they've still got a decent time. I'm big raps on that bloke of Greg.
Yeah.
He's come out of nowhere and it's just like,
where me?
Where me, Greg? But yeah, I hope we squash the River Worms. Sorry, guys. And
we're due, seriously, aren't we? The last couple of times we've played them, they've done a number on us.
Well,
so I think we're due.
We're all going down.
Yeah.
We're going to have the cameras. If we win, we're going to have to give it to Gaz on the camera.
Oh, yeah.
You know, old boy Gary in the bar.
Yeah.
He's
You listening, Gary?
The Guff Arena dance. Oh,
yeah, that's how it goes, isn't it?
That shits me.
Yeah.
That
might have
is
to show you.
He better not do it.
You might have to have a look at those moves because if we're going to have to if he.
We should have a talk to Gamble. All right, Tyson, if you score, you got to do the King Gutho dance, mate.
Yeah.
Oh, how good would that
just
be?
be a little smart ass and just do it back.
Get there.
Yeah.
Yeah, you listening, Tyson? I tell you what I'm excited about too is when we play Souths. Tyson Gamble, Cody Walker.
Yeah.
We all
thought you doing?
Yeah, we all thought that about with Jerome
did
Lewis
last year, didn't he?
We've
like when he was at the Broncos.
With Cody?
Yeah.
Ooh, round 2, ding ding.
Yeah.
Because I know he played up to us a little bit. And everyone hated him because he was so good at it.
Yeah. Yeah, I remember when he got the... Yeah, every time he got the ball, boom. Yeah,
we all thought that was going to happen between him and Jerome, and it didn't turn. There was nothing.
Yeah, but as long as O'Brien, well, I'll use O'Brien because he's coach, but as long as the club hasn't said to him, "Hey, tone it down a bit," no way, turn it up, mate. That's why we bought him.
Yeah.
So, and that's why
Don't
it works.
do it in moderation.
But that's why it works with Jerome Law.
Why? Yeah. He gave it to Dewey. What about when we played the Tigers?
Hell yeah.
He gave it to Dewey.
As if that isn't a sledge of the year.
Yeah.
Anyway, that's going to be a cracker of a game. We'll be down there. So
Bank Stadium, here we come.
I've already got my score ready.
Jump on the. Hopefully, all of you guys jumping on the bus. If not, heading down anyway. We'll see you at the game. Come up and say g'day and get on the show. Have a chat with us all, and
that's it.
Yeah. Well, let's get into this week's games. Sounds
good.
First up on tonight. After the show, being a Thursday.
Yes.
Cronulla Sharks up against North Queensland Cowboys.
Yeah, I can just see Cronulla winning this game.
Yeah,
Is that at Shark Park?
That is at Shark Park. You got to go Sharks, but I reckon the Cowboys are starting to turn.
Yeah.
So I'll go
a little bit. Yeah,
they
might get their gig back.
Sharks by 14.
They weren't excited last week. I don't think they were that good, Cowboys. So I still think Cronulla for
Sharks.
That.
Yeah, they were underdone. That's for sure. Yeah. Like I said, a misconversion, mate. That's all it was, in it. Really,
that's
when
right.
you think about it.
Yep.
Parramatta versus Newcastle. That's a no-brainer there.
Yep.
Newcastle.
Yep.
Brisbane Broncos versus South Sydney Rabbits.
It's really, really, really good game. Well, obviously, we'll miss.
It's got to be
anyway.
the Broncos.
Well, they're on top. They're the team to beat at the moment.
Yeah.
So,
Reynolds will be out to prove a point, I
Yes.
reckon, because Souths have signed Jack White.
Yep.
And
He'll
they
be
let
out.
him go.
Because they
and
said-
they let
Yeah.
South let Reynolds go.
Because he was getting too old. Well, Whiten's the same, so I reckon he'll be out to prove a point.
Brisbane by 6.
Kenny? Brisbane, South?
Oh, it's a hard one. Ooh. South Sydney Broncos. I don't know. No,
South Sydney Broncos.
I don't know. It's a hard one. South.
It's in Brisbane too, so that's
Yeah.
why I went Broncos as well.
Yeah. You can, maybe South.
South, ooh. Minion.
Brisbane by plenty.
Brisbane by plenty. I like it.
We've got Broncos over here. Yeah.
Saturday. That's at McDonald's Park. Is that Wagga? Yeah.
Ah, Wigga.
Is it the beach or something they call it down there? The beach. Yeah.
It's supposed to be like a river. There's a beach of the. Is it? Yeah, in Wagga. There's a beach on the river or something.
Yeah,
Not sure.
Yeah, I
Never
remember
been
that.
there.
I
Yeah,
wouldn't
there's
say
something
me.
like that. Yeah.
Canberra Raiders versus the Dolphins. This one's a hard one. This could be go either way. But I'm going to go to the Raiders because I reckon they've got some fire in their belly after this whole Whiten incident.
Oh, they would, wouldn't they?
But I'm not confident, but I think Canberra may just pip them at the post.
Be interested to see if Canberra just shoot out to a 20-0 lead and see whether the Dolphins have got it in them again to do.
Well, their second halves have been poor.
Yeah.
The Raiders.
Yeah.
Like when you think about it, they have been really. Look,
Yeah.
well, look
They've
at
been
us. They were up on us, 14-6.
They've been
And
a
then-
very surprise package this year.
Oh,
and
the Dolphins, yeah.
No,
Oh,
the Raiders for the wrong reasons.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
expected them to be a lot better than this.
So did I.
Because I don't mind them.
Scrapping into the 8 last year the way they did. I think they went on a 6-game winning streak or something.
Because they've got a good talented squad when you look at it.
Yeah.
And our camera guru Shane. We should stop it.
No, it's a disease. It's a bad one.
Kenny, you're next.
What's that? Knights SG Ball, Harold Matts Cup, both.
Grand finals on Saturday, is it? Oh, nice.
Oh.
Yes.
Ah.
Yeah. So, go to the SG Ball and Harold Matthews on it. Yeah. Get out.
Where's that at?
Whereabouts that Saturday? Leichhardt. Oh, nice. So some young football to watch. Steve Linane's son, I think's in that.
Is it
Remember
really?
Steve Lanane, yeah, I remember Steve.
See, that's a
Lanane.
blast from the past.
Well,
Yeah,
tell you something
Stevie.
that you don't know. Was it Danny? Danny
Oh, yeah.
Linaine?
Yeah.
You're sitting in his old house.
Oh, there you go.
I'm sure it was Danny. It was Danny
Yeah.
or Steve, yeah.
Yeah, right.
He bought his old house.
Well, there you go.
A bit of Knights culture for you, eh?
Yeah.
Anyway, Manly bin chickens against the Gold Coast Titans. This is going to be a snooze.
Is it at Brookvale?
Yeah, it's a
Manly.
pothole then.
Yeah, Manly by.
Geez, I'm glad we didn't play them at Brookvale. I'm glad we played them out bloody Mudgee or whatever it was, yeah, because they're poor away, Manly, I'm telling you.
They're poor.
Yeah.
Poor everywhere, really, like, to be honest. So they've got a good side, but it's just not happening.
Happening, yeah. But they're sitting third.
Yeah, you
They're
got a
still up there.
$1 million halfback.
Yeah.
For what? He's not proven for that money. So this is where I should go back to.
Must be the grass at Brookvale. It must be good for his feet, but when he goes somewhere else,
He goes over and does it.
yeah, it must be cut.
I'd
his
say
toes.
it's the Four Pines Ginger Beer. That's what it is.
Yeah.
Shout out to Brookvale Union.
Yeah.
We're onto it.
Chin chin, fridge, fill it up. Have you had that?
Yes, yeah, the ginger
how
beer.
good is it?
Yeah, they've got a few though, don't they? Like, I know the ginger
Lemon
beer's
squash and that. Yeah.
good. Alcoholic ginger beer. Yum yum.
Stop it. The gal's got
They haven't got it on tap, do they?
yes.
Yeah, wow.
They've got what is it? James Squires. Have you had James Squires
right,
one?
no. Hang on, James Squires. Is that 50 lashes?
No,
that's different.
It's orange and blue colour.
Yeah, right.
Oh,
No, I haven't
if
had
you
it.
like Brookvale, you'll love this
Which
one.
one? Ginger beer too, is it?
Yep.
Yeah. Yeah, right.
Yeah. Minion, sorry. Manly Gold Coast. Manly?
Because you're Manly or.
Yeah, that too.
Because you
Yeah,
like
that
bin
too.
chickens.
Yeah, that too. Like a bit of KFC.
You don't have to agree with everything we talk about.
Yeah.
You know?
No, he won't when it comes to St George. Penrith Panthers is West Tigers. Crazy lady thinks that West Tigers might do them, but I can't see it happening. I know Penrith have got a lot
gonna
of
be-
injuries.
He's going
but-
to go back to Penrith like a couple of weeks ago, isn't it? 52.
Battle of the big cats.
Well, Penrith have got a couple of injuries. West Tigers have, so I think it's going to be a 48
That's
0
still-
half time.
Where is that, Penrith?
Yeah,
oh, no,
yeah,
Carrington Park.
Carrington Park.
Bathurst.
Oh, that's in Bathurst.
Bathurst.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, big score line there.
Yeah.
If Penrith are fair income.
Yeah, I think they're the real deal. Nathan Cleary's
Oh, they've got lights now, have they? Normally it's a 3 o'clock game, but no, it's a 7:30.
7:30. Penrith.
Yeah, Penrith.
Yeah, Penrith.
Yeah, Penrith, but it'll be a close game, I think.
Yeah.
Are you drinking out of that beer? Are you drinking out of that fridge?
It must be. I just
Really?
think with the Penrith Panthers having a few injuries, then the Tigers last week with Manly, like proving a point, I think they're pretty well close.
Yeah, you could be
Yeah.
right.
Pretty sure it's gonna be
pretty close.
1 to 12.
Golden Point.
I reckon, yeah, 1 to 6 maybe.
Golden Point.
Like, yeah, it'd be a pretty close game.
Oh, watch this space.
Maybe there's a bet on with some crazy lady.
You might have to send her a message.
Yeah.
Warriors versus Roosters.
I'm going the Warriors.
Yeah, I'm going Warriors.
Smart.
About smart. Yeah, I reckon an upset.
They're hard to beat over there, mate. Now, well, they've
Oh, and,
always,
I
but
tell you what.
this year,
Talking about Warriors before you jump on. MasterChef, Roger Tuivasa-Sheck's coming back.
Yeah.
yeah.
Barney. How far is Barney from coming back?
Oh, he's got to be close.
Yeah.
It was his neck. Was it?
Yeah, a nerve in his neck.
Yeah, right.
Last one. Oh, sorry. Yeah, we all said Warriors. Minion.
Yeah, Warriors. Yeah.
Oh, excuse me. Oh, pardon me. St George Illawarra Drag Queens versus Canterbury Bulldogs. I'm going to take the Drag Queens.
Yeah, Saints can go marching in on this one. They've had a couple of losses where they should have won, even yesterday.
On last week's form, they could have beaten anyone.
Yeah.
They were very unlucky. And
4
If Tyler
p.m.
Sloan plays the way he's been playing, I reckon they're a shit.
the Bulldogs are just disappointing them, man. Very disappointing. Like they spent.
But
I'm tipping them from an upset.
I'm actually, Kenny, you're alluding to that's not a bad option because I mean, Canterbury do get themselves up for this game against the Dragons. It doesn't matter where they're coming.
I just think. I mean, you know, they've got Cialdo. They've got, you know. This U-Butte coach that we're all talking about.
And they've got a few out.
I know they've got a couple, but
I think they've got the worst injury list at the moment in the league at the moment.
I mean, give it time, maybe it might gel, but I just expected more from the Dogs, to be honest.
Yeah, same.
You watch Josh Reynolds will have a big game this week.
Yeah, to be honest, I'm impressed with how Grubb's been playing.
Yeah, no, he's
for an older bloke.
Yeah.
It shows how much he loves the club.
Yeah. He's a quality player. He's a leader. So.
It seems that everywhere you look these days, you're going to find somebody covered in tattoos. Tattoos are common, not like they used to be. So what do you do if you are wanting some ink that stands out from the rest of the pack? Head on down to Sayers Ink, check out some of their award-winning work. They are a great friend and sponsor of the show. Jump on their website and look at some of the work from John, from Scott, Army, Dean, Jess, Mandy. Their work is stellar, obviously long-lasting, and you'll be happy with the result. Sayers Ink, we can't promise it won't hurt, but we can promise great results. Jump on to sayers-ink.com.au.
Ball prediction.
Oh, bold prediction.
The ball prediction is that I reckon this bloke next to us is going to be doing the Guff Arena.
The Guff Arena.
Me or
Yeah.
you.
Both of you. So
I'll do it. Yeah.
Gosling over there. You haven't done the Gosling all year.
Hey, all right. Let's set a challenge for the trip. Combank Stadium. If Tyson Frizzell scores a try, it's good. Or I'm going to throw a double out here.
That will happen, though.
Let's do a triple.
Triple?
Right? Yeah, because it's
Does that mean a triple Gosling?
No, it's one of 3 players.
All right.
Tyson Gamble, Kurt Mann, or Leo Thompson score. It's Gosling time.
All right.
Anytime try scorer, Gosling time.
Done.
All right, so keep it on.
End the game or when they score?
When they score, mate, off the
That's
shot.
right.
Just after straight after they score, mate.
Well, at least if I get kicked out, got my security guard over here.
Well, you just have to have a quiet weather security guard. Just let him know what's going on.
Do the truffle shuffle.
I have to Google that to see what that is.
Oh, he's not as old as me. Remember the show Goonies?
Yes, I do.
The dude when he comes to the fence? Mouth?
It's,
Chunk?
Oh, yeah.
That's a truffle shuffle? Yeah. You got to do the truffle shuffle.
Something like, he said something and he...
We'll get Adam to put it up on the screen now. That's the truffle shuffle. But, so... that's the...
Yeah.
You take that challenge?
Yep.
Done.
Must get on the rums then.
Ball prediction?
Newcastle 23 and Parramatta 16 with Gamble to ice the game with a field goal.
I like it.
Oh,
I like it.
nice.
Get it?
Yeah, I think Newcastle. I think maybe what we did a couple of years ago when we were down and out kind of thing and we needed a win. I think we were playing Parramatta at home. We ended up winning 26-12 or 27-12 or something. I think another one of those, I think.
Nice. I like it. Yeah, well, that was sort of mine with him. But, yeah, I reckon Gamble. Ponga coming back. Gamble's also going to take it under his stride to play and prove he's worthy to be in the side as well.
Yeah.
Which I think it's a good thing because they're going to play, motivate each other.
Oh, yeah.
And, yeah, so I reckon Gamble will have a big one for me. And Leo Thompson to
When he
step
gets
up.
on the field, of course.
Yeah. Word of the bar this week. We left it to last as well.
Yeah. Word of the bar. There's a few. I've actually got one from fiance too. But do you think the boys were worn out from the previous few physical matches? Crazies, Ladies, Panthers also lost. So did the Panthers and the Knights take it to each other? And that's from Peyton.
100% agree with that. I reckon it went to extra time.
Yeah.
But yeah, I reckon
They certainly were. I thought they were a bit flat up there.
But I reckon credit to the Knights and the Crazy Ladies said it for weeks that we helped them beat a few of the other teams too because like they were playing them after us. Yeah, we bashed them, worn them out, and she's like,
I don't know if I said it before, but it's bringing me back to the 90s. It's when if you're going to come to McDonald Jones Stadium this year, it's going to be hard to get the 2 points, mate. And that's what the Knights were like in the 90s.
100%. We're talking about that with MG that week, and he said how good it was for him being out there.
Come to Newcastle, you're going to get bashed and broken. So, I hope that keeps going on for the rest of the year, really, to be honest. And
Needs to. Any more?
Yeah, we've got a few more. 3 more to go. What do you think of Whiten signing with the Rabbitohs?
Suspect.
From Russ.
Suspect, Russ.
Suspect.
Very
Russ,
suspect.
yeah.
Why would you... Okay, Kenny, you work for McDonald's.
Yeah.
Okay, and I come and poach you from Burger King to come and work for me for half of your salary. Do you leave?
Oh, you got
because the burgers are better at Hungry Jack's?
You got better chips.
But you know what I mean?
I know exactly what you mean. I'd be like...
Was it $1 million?
I'll be right. I'll be staying here.
There's $1 million, wasn't it? Less. Yeah,
But see,
something's not right then.
There's the other thing, but too. Okay, why do you play rugby league?
To win a premiership.
That's right.
100%.
Right, to win premierships. Now,
but you're only a player for so long.
Yeah. And he's getting to that age now. You know what I mean? He wants to win a premiership. Yeah, he's made a grand final. He's lost. He's won a what is it? A
Club Churchill medal.
Yeah. So he's. But he's probably thinking he's got more chance. In the last couple of years he's got to win one with South than he does with Canberra. I agree with it. I can't see Canberra. Sorry over there, mate. Sorry. I just can't see Canberra in the next 5 or maybe 8 years winning a premiership, and I think that's what Whiten's thinking of as well. But with South,
why not go to the Dolphins? The Dolphins won it.
Yeah.
Well, they probably got more chance winning up the Dolphins than Canberra.
Yeah, well, but my point is...
I can see South going pretty close to getting that 22nd premiership. A lot more than...
Oh, to be honest,
look at what they've been doing the last couple of years. What is it? It's 5 years in a row now they've made prelims.
I've predicted at the start of the season that the Souths would be the team to beat.
Yeah.
So,
my only issue is you come to he's what? How long's he signed for?
I think it's
4 years.
3 years.
Can't remember.
I think it's a 4-year deal.
4-year deal. Yeah, there you go. Well, that's his career, mate. That's right. He's 30.
That's right.
Is he 32?
So this is my point where I'm a little bit. Yeah, you want to win a premiership, but you also want to set your family up for life after.
That's right.
Yeah.
So $1 million
That'd do it.
is a lot of money to give away.
Yeah.
I'm not saying he is.
But
Don't
how much is he getting over?
Latrell would have swayed him.
So is it 800,000 a year?
What's he on? Do you say? What they get? What they offer?
It wouldn't be
Oh, it's
800.
me,
It wouldn't.
less.
It wouldn't be 800,000.
I'm not sure what it was, but
years.
Ricky
It'd
Stewart.
be 800,000 a year, wouldn't it?
Ricky Stewart's blowing up because he pretty much said they offered him the city to stay.
So,
Offered him
he's
everything.
gone for less money.
Yeah. Yes.
Right.
Yeah.
Quite a lot
Well,
less.
the Raiders offered
But-
him a million something. So
But this is he said, she said, but we don't know the full facts.
Yeah.
But there is an investigation from the NRL. 100%. I like it.
yeah.
But, big but, why isn't this being done with the Roosters?
Maybe. Yeah.
Everyone can see, even
Well-
Stevie Wonder can see that the Roosters are right in the cap.
Yeah, but they've handed out too many more paper bags already. So
But, you know, if,
yeah, you know,
it's even
if
more
they're gonna
filtering
do it to
down their,
Souths-
to their ladies as well.
well, yeah.
if they're going to do it to Souths, why aren't they doing it to the Roosters? You can't not go, okay, Souths, you're looking like you're right in the cap. We're going to investigate you, but the Roosters, no one, mate. She'll be right.
That's old Nicky Valitis, isn't he?
Yeah.
Oh, Mr. Volandis, come on. Oh, yes, that's all right, Nicky boy. Yeah. Oh, yeah, put 300,000 on this horse.
Because you
mate.
can't tell me all these people that go to the Roosters, they go for pay cuts just for the culture there.
You got to be kidding me.
Okay.
It's
You play football. Do you want to play in front of 4,000 fans a week? Or do you want to play in front of 25,000 screaming Nova Castrians?
yeah, but we've got a better beach than freaking Bondi.
That's
You
right.
know what I mean? Like,
Yeah,
come
the
on.
old, what was the old saying? The Bondi turds used to come out of the...
Out of the
Anyway. Next one.
yeah, we've got two more. Yeah, should the last post only be played on Anzac Day, or do you think it should be for all the games of that round?
Every...
Hey, poor Tigers.
Well,
fan.
we've touched on
I
this a
like
bit
it.
tonight, but yeah.
Tigers fan, I like it. Yeah,
Every single game needs it. Because
it's Anzac round.
that's right.
It's
They're the real heroes of the world.
yeah.
Without them, we're not here. You know, and
You can't just do it for one game and not for all of them. It defines the point of Anzac round.
I'll tell you what, if they cancel Anzac round like that and only have it for one game, remember the Souths march up and when Souths were getting booted out?
Yeah, and then
We'll have
the
our own
massive big
friggin' march to get
yeah,
it back.
Yeah, and I'll get someone playing. You know, it's Anzac round.
I'll
for a
blow me
reason.
bugle there myself too, you know.
It's got to be there. It's
I think we're on the same level. We're so passionate about Anzac round. So
it's the best round. Of
It
the,
is.
You know.
Like, if you didn't watch that game, even the Roosters versus
Dragons.
Drag Queens, and that did not give you goosebumps,
Yeah.
nothing would.
Yeah.
You know, so
You're obviously not a fan of rugby league.
I was
It's,
quite
yeah.
passionate watching it the other day that I just wanted to get out there and have and play.
Like I was standing up. I had my hands behind my back.
That's
and
right.
everything.
I wanted-
but
I'm not going to lie.
Wow,
I said to you
it's-
before, I was teary-eyed.
yeah, it's like wow.
You know.
It's yeah.
And your next one?
Yeah, got one more, and this is from my lovely fiance, Jackie. Do you think the team kind of stood back a little bit when KP come on?
100%. And they've got to stop going, KP will do it.
Yeah.
Because it showed KP can't do it all the time. We need the help.
No.
This bloke needs the help. This bloke needs the
that's
help.
right. Like-
and you're taking the pressure off him.
Off him, that's it, and that's what he needs.
I thought they lost their structure a bit when he come on.
when he come on,
Yeah.
yeah,
It did, but it's gonna
Don't
take
get me
a couple
wrong. He
weeks.
set up some good plays.
Yeah.
He set up a nice try.
Yeah.
He set Bradman up down the wing.
It was
But
that
I
initial
think-
there was that initial 15, 20 minutes before half time when he jumped on that
those-
they
and
did
those-
lose their way a little
way
bit.
a bit. And those
Yeah.
last couple of sets at the end
Yeah.
of the game, I think they were looking for him
Yeah.
and trying
But they
to get him.
But this is where we'll excuse ads for this week because he had a terrible week.
Yeah.
Poor bugger, and I'll take my, condolences to him. But Kurt Mann and Tyson Gamble were off the field at that time.
Right.
They should have been on.
when Kalen.
The last
10 minutes.
10 minutes.
I was Tyson gambling that off, was he?
They were both
yeah,
off.
right. So it
They
was just
at least one of them should have been on.
yeah.
But I reckon when the game was coming down to that close,
I just don't,
should have had them both
on. Yeah. And I don't understand why. I don't know why he went short
No.
to Saifiti. I don't understand why.
No.
Like,
We get he's a man mountain and could crash over. But
like,
he
why
goes...
wouldn't you put it up to Dom Young?
But go through the hands, out the left. He goes through the hands, we
Greg
score in the
Margie,
corner.
yeah.
I think we had like a 2-man overlap.
Yeah, right.
And this is where I go back. Kurt Mann's knowledge, experience.
He wouldn't have gone short.
He would have went out the back, I think.
Yeah.
We probably win the game.
Yeah.
I mean, you know, I might float Kurt's boat a bit more too, but I just think that's what he offers.
He's got to... Don't get me wrong, he's that type of player. He's, you know what I mean, he's a superstar. He's got the potential, he's got all that.
Oh, yeah,
But
look at the last few weeks.
We can't go back to how it was with Andrew Johns, you know what I mean? And as soon as Johns was on, you thought, your hand would go straight up, yeah, the Knights will win.
But
Johns not playing.
There'll only be ever
you
one
know what I mean?
Andrew Johns.
Yeah.
But you did right. So these Hastings, Gamble, Mann, even Miller.
I think with Gamble out there, Gamble would have been screaming for it. He would have.
He's a game winner.
Yeah.
You know, when I say that, he wants his hands on the ball.
Yeah.
And, you know, if it's there available to get it, he's one that's going to...
Yeah.
He may not get it all the time, but he's going to take that crack
Yeah.
and have the option where... Well, you know, a few people said that a few weeks ago, oh, Gamble's made a few mistakes. Yeah, he has. Do you know why?
Because he's having a crack.
He's having a crack. That's right. 100%, Kenny.
Yep.
Anyway, so that's the word on the bar this week, is it?
Yes, mate. Sure
And
is.
the drink of the week, buddy.
Drink of the week. Yes, it is. Grand Matriarch Vodka.
Get in here.
Yeah.
Hopefully, I think, it's very soon.
7%.
Yeah. We should have our new vodka in the next couple of weeks.
Couple of different flavours, eh?
Vanilla.
Ooh.
Yep, I think there was
vanilla
a
vodka.
You're a passion fruit fan?
Yeah.
Passion fruit.
Pineapple. You like pineapple, don't you?
You don't mind it?
Yeah.
Pineapple pen.
Vanilla.
Pineapple
I
pen.
like vanilla as well.
Yeah.
Oh, vanilla. Yeah, that's
Yeah, I reckon that'd be nice. With
very intriguing.
I'm going to try him, mate. I told MG we'll have to get him in there and give him a couple do. But, yeah, that's, you know, pretty much wraps it up for us this week. But don't forget Kenny's game of the week.
My game of the week, yes, it is Broncos and South.
Broncos and South. So pick the score. Don't forget to put it under the correct thing, and you go in the draw to win. As I said, I'm feeling very, very generous this week, and
Adriana Exenitors over there.
Yes.
Any team.
looks more like John Burgess. Anyway, I'm feeling very generous this week, and I want to give some people a chance to win. So obviously you can win by that.
Yep.
Second option, second choice draw. We're going to have any person at any game at any NRL fixture this week. Take a photo of something at the game. Be adventurous, because
Yeah.
we're going to pick
Think
it.
out of the box.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
Think something that we might go, hey, that's the best
Come
one.
on, yeah.
Because,
Could be Minions Goslings.
yeah, it's Minions,
yeah,
doesn't it?
yeah.
Yes.
I might as well just hat the fridge now, don't I?
Not with the beer in it. Not with the beer in it.
He's onto it.
And, so think of something exciting and send it in, and there'll be a post up for it as well. Plus, you lucky 40-odd people on that nighttime bus this week, thanks to Port Stephens coaches. We're going to have a competition, you know, like we're getting out there, all those people are getting in there. Well, we've got prizes galore.
Prizes.
We've got some good stuff. We've got some trivia competitions and stuff too.
Nice.
So, but there'll be more info on the bus. But somebody on that bus is going to go away with their name on that chocolate wheel.
Yes.
So there'll be two this week. Hopefully there will definitely be two winners this week for the chocolate wheel. One off our bus and one off the NRL.
So that means we're going to have to start thinking with some questions for the trivia, right?
The lovely crazy lady's already done
Got that
them.
organised?
Yeah,
Beautiful.
she's.
Is it Knights Parramatta sort of theme?
It's
Or do
going to
you
be
think
Knights trivia.
Trivia.
Yeah.
It's got to be games you played against Parramatta, since we're going down to watch Parramatta.
I'm not sure, to be honest. I haven't even seen the questions, but she's on to it.
2001 grand final. That's
I was going to say
Mm.
the first ever the game that was played at that Newcastle.
Yes.
Parramatta, yes, 1988.
Yep.
I was a young fella there.
Does anyone remember the score?
Yes. 28-4.
And who was the only point scorer that day for the Knights?
Robbie Chew.
I was sitting behind. Well, at
He
that
kicked
time,
2 goals, 2 penalty goals.
2 penalty goals.
Yeah.
Yep.
At that time, it used to be called the Gannon Hill.
Yep.
Yes.
I was sitting.
the scoreboard, is it?
Yeah.
The old scoreboard.
Yep.
Yeah.
I was sitting behind the goalposts on those old wooden seats. They're now the Concord seats, aren't they? They used to be the old wooden seats along the front there.
Yeah, there's still like
Oh, still
ones
got
at
them?
either end.
Yeah, well, these used to be
that-
right behind the goalposts. They were all wooden, just slated seats.
Yeah.
Well, I was sitting there, front row. My auntie used to work for the Knights and used to get us in before kick-off. And we used to sit there. First ever game, and fell in love with the Knights ever since.
Yeah.
So,
Right.
memories. But
It's good.
Mother's Day. Mother's Day coming up, and obviously we like to reward some mothers out there. So we're going to have a few Mother's Day giveaways.
Yeah, that'd be good.
Involves some red wine and some other stuff. So from Hope Estate. So keep an eye out the next
Le
week.
Blanc.
Yeah, we'll be giving away some stuff like that. But thanks to all of our sponsors.
Yep. Couldn't do it again with overall.
No, and thanks for coming in, Kenny.
No, not a problem, mate.
Good
All
to have you. And
Minion.
yeah, the Minion. Big Shane behind the cameras. Ads over in Kabashi land.
Yeah.
And I must say, a big shout out must go to the crazy lady for everything she does behind the scenes.
Wonderful.
Does a lot for us that people don't
Mother's
realise.
Day's coming up.
Yeah.
Yep.
And all of our guests on tonight. Junior Schmidt, come on, that was good.
Yeah.
Anyone I've forgotten, but yeah.
Thanks, mate.
Big Minion. See you Friday.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Bells on. Put the fuzz on there.
Yeah.
The Knights.
Yeah, we'll see you Friday. What's our new saying? Oh, I've forgotten it.
Very good.
Until next week.
I remember.
Every night is night time. Catch you next week. Cosmos chaps. Don't piss
I
don't. When Gaz is in here, what the hell is your problem?
You're not keeping your distance.
Yeah, she's under.
I told him my mum's going for a hip operation in Maitland Private, and he goes, "Who's she under?" I went, "My dad usually." That's a picture I don't want, but anyway.
Hello.
Mine is.
Is it me you're looking for?